Y'all, we in the game. Are we in the game now? Maybe not. Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Are we good now? Sound back on? Is that y'all saying sound back on? We're good? You can hear me? Testing 1 2 12. Do I sound good right now? I sound good right now? All right. Well, good to see everybody in the chat. Once again, y'all, I think Caitlin Clark's in for a big game today. Okay. I've been seeing all the rumors. Okay. I've been seeing all the theories, the conspiracy theories about Caitlin Clark and how, the team might hate her and all these different things. But you know what was very encouraging? All the clips of Caitlin Clark on the sidelines and like all the Indiana Fever coaches, mainly the clips of Stephanie White, just having a good relationship with Caitlin. Them, just kind of smiling with her on the sidelines. And when you go outside and touch some grass and get off Twitter and get away from all the noise, I feel like you realize that all these theories are very far-fetched. Like all these ideas are a little detached from the reality. When you look at how Caitlin Clark and her coaches, interact, it seems more and more like we might be looking a little too deep into it. All the Twitter people who are doing their deep analysis might be taking it a little too seriously. So I want to see Caitlin Clark have a good game. What we have seen positively over the past few games that Caitlin Clark has played in is that she has had the license to have the ball in her hands and run the show. Amidst all of the controversial things that are being said, amidst all the rhetoric and amidst all the different things that people are looking at and saying are negative in terms of like how Caitlin Clark is being utilized, we have to acknowledge the fact that at least she's being allowed to play her game right now. So if that continues, I think you're going to continue seeing a good product from Caitlin Clark. I'm so proud of her for that interview. Are you talking about the one she did on, was it Candace Parker? I don't remember what player it was, but I did see an interview where Caitlin Clark came out and kind of hinted at like almost leaving Indiana, which I thought was interesting. I think it was a joke. I thought about making a video on that, but I don't know if many people have seen that yet. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. CC was mad in the press conference. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know what you guys are referencing, but somebody said I sound good and clear. Rev, Pez, Redux. So you know what? I think we're in the game, y'all. She's gonna cook. She already looked. She already locked. She already looked timid. Yeah, I think she's gonna cook. She's on some FU time tonight, especially against the Valkyries. I hope Caitlin Clark is in that zone where like you can't really contain her, can't really guard her. If that's the case, we're in for a great performance. 30, 10, and 10 tonight? Oh man, before death, bro. Look, man, don't hype me up like that. 30, 10, and 10 is that's a Luka stat line, my friend. That's a Jokic, Luka, Westbrook stat line. Even LeBron type stat line on, a good day. Like, I'm ready too. Caitlin, get off me, Clark. Ooh, I love that. She always hitting that push off. Get off me. I imagine she says that in her head every time she does that daggum illegal push off. Get off me. My favorite color is red, like the bloodshed. Ooh, like the bloodshed in the sense of like, going out to get the prey, or like the bloodshed in the sense of like Christ's bloodshed for you and for me. You can go a couple different ways with that. I'm assuming we're saying we're referencing this like all I see is red. I'm about to destroy my enemies. And if Caitlin Clark's on that timing for the game, I'm down for that. If we're talking about Christ, I'm down for that too. Okay. Just call me Rev. I'm gonna just call you Rev because I had no idea what was going on after we got past the Rev part, man. I'd be interested to learn how to say it, but we'll go with Rev for now, my friend. The FU is for Steph White. Oh, okay. Um, we was here for our fourth quarter. Fam rise with fam. Yes, sir. That fourth quarter, man, was spectacular. Bro, if we can see more basketball like that today, bro, God bless America, land that I love. You know what I mean? It's an Eminem song. Oh, I was totally off. But you can do a lot with with a comment like that. You know what I'm saying? You can do a lot with it. That's why Eminem will use it in a song. My perfect CC comparison is an aggressive Steve Nash. Oh my gosh. You don't know how much I love that comparison. I've used it in my videos multiple times. But she's like a Steve Nash. I like to say she's like a white chocolate as well. Jason Williams is who I'm talking about when I say white chocolate rat. Y'all should know that. Um, yeah, I think Steve Nash is a really great comparison because she's an aggressive Steve Nash is the best way to say it because like she's a Steve Nash in the sense that like half the time she's passed first, 60% of the time she's passed first, but then like that 40%, she's like daggum shooting that jump from 40. You know what I'm saying? Heat check after heat check on that Luka timing. And so it's like Steve Nash, but like just random bipolar, burst. So yeah, I do like that a lot. I like it a lot. We got Ray Dude in the chat. Shout out Ray Dude. Mr. Ray, man, the biggest GOAT. Always dropping big donations. Appreciate this guy. He's been a blessing. Yeah, man. Ray, look, who you got winning the game tonight, bro? Who you got winning the game? I didn't do the poll for everybody to on the game. I did a poll on the over under for Caitlin Clark. Y'all, I think that the Fever, they're not. It's not going to be an easy game. The Valkyries are 3-1. Okay, yo. This is not, and they have size if we remember from last year, and they're a fast team. They're going to be able to like keep up with the Indiana Fever from what I remember. So this isn't going to be an easy game, but Aaliyah Boston got unlocked in that last game where Caitlin Clark didn't play. No, we didn't do a film breakdown on it, but she played well and she knocked down 2 threes in that game, had 24 points. Okay. That's like if we can see both Caitlin Clark and AB like kind of lock in and play well together, I think that the Fever can win this game. Big test versus Valks is what Ray said. Yep, and we got Joey in the chat. Shout out Joey. I hope CC puts to rest a lot of the hearsay we get from content creators just stirring the pot of crap that is social media. I agree, and sometimes I feel guilty because like when doing speculating, I egg people on into that, and sometimes I don't intend to. But you got to be very careful, like because you can make a video and people can run with it with all their like. Please go touch some grass, y'all. Please, like I beg y'all to understand that Stephanie White is not a deep state agent sent by the left to kill Caitlin Clark because she's white. Okay, like that idea is just excessive, but it's rampant. Okay, this is gonna be a good game because everybody look at Caitlin Clark right now on your screen. She's smiling. If you can't see her, you're just listening to me. She's smiling, getting up shots. Like Caitlin, and this is at 3:30 Eastern time. Okay, so like this is hours ago. Her just smiling, getting up shots. She's happy, like she's in a good mood. She's good where she's at. Nothing to be overly upset about. Fever have a tough game. I agree, Joey. As we saw in the last game, Kelsey Mitchell had 21, 6 of 11 shooting, and Aaliyah Boston had 24, 8 of 11 shooting. So very efficient games from these two players, but no Caitlin Clark. So hopefully with Caitlin Clark being put back into the lineup, you can see them be able to put it all together and you see an even better performance from the entire team. If all these players can shoot over 50% from the field, you're probably not going to lose a game. Like defense is bad, but if Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell are shooting over 50% from the field on the game and they have positive plus minuses, like you win every time. But defense is going to have a lot to do with that. As we got Tim in the chat, good to hear from you. Man, it's good to hear from you, Tim. I'm so happy everybody in the chat. We're going to have a great, great game. All right, y'all. We're getting ready to tip off here against the Valkyries. Caitlin Clark is playing in this game. Y'all ready for this? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Valkyries are going to be a tough game, y'all. I've been a Golden State Warriors fan most of my life. Not really that big of a fan of the team. More of a Steph Curry fan than anything. There are certain players that I like Andre Iguodala, like Draymond Green when he's not being an idiot, Sean Livingston over the years, Andrew Wiggins over the years, but mainly a Curry fan. But I know a lot about the Valkyries because I've been following Curry my whole life. But we're starting with the Fever, and we're in Gamers Fieldhouse. I heard that it was Hawkeyes night, so off rip we're going down to Kelsey Mitchell. That's the kind of speed you're going to need if it's Hawkeyes night. Off rip, Kelsey Mitchell using that quick first step, getting down low into the paint, layup at the cup. And now you're seeing the Valkyries with the ball, top of the key. Lexi Hole is playing defense. And I'm sorry, I don't have the scoreboard up, y'all. I'm going to fix that now. As you got the Valkyries coming off the screen. And Lexi Hole is fighting on the low post against the big man. But good defense and a steal from Lexi Hole as the Indiana Fever collapse. And they predicted that cut perfectly. But now Leah Boston's on that low post getting double teamed. We're up to Caitlin Clark on the top of the key. Caitlin Clark dancing and prancing there at the top of the key and get down low into the paint, putting up a tough bucket right over that defender. And she just walked into that one. That was easy. It was breezy for Caitlin Clark. She just kind of walked down and it was almost a Luka Doncic kind of play where she slowed down, but then she like sped up at the right moment. She wasn't rushing that. She just took her time and just used strength and IQ to get that layup. That just was an easy shot. I like that. But now we're going the other way. We got the Valkyries bringing it up the court. And there we are at the top of the key for the Valks. I got to learn names. Miss three, but rebound by the big man for the Valks. And you're going to see a miss three as Caitlin Clark dishes it up the court to Mo Billings, but it's going to be tipped out by the Valkyries. Luckily, not a turnover. It's going to stay Indiana ball. I'm going to be looking down at the box score, y'all, because it's hard to call games and I don't know the names of these players. It's just hard. I got to look at numbers so I can know. As Kelsey Mitchell gets the ball in the corner, shooting that three. She misses that one. Good crash from Mo Billings. Try to get that rebound, even though it doesn't work out in her favor. They're going to call her for a foul. But that was good. All right, so you got Kalia Charles, Kaya Stokes, obviously, Kayla Thornton, Veronica Burt, and then Gabby Williams. All right, you got Veronica and Charles misses that shot at the cup. Good defense from the Fever. Off her playing good defense and getting down in transition. Caitlin Clark, deep shot. Bang! What are we talking about? That was a deep one from the logo to start off the game. Caitlin Clark is already hot. Fever start off 7-0, and Caitlin Clark is getting the crowd pumped up and hyped. This is what I love to see, okay? This is what we come to see. We come to see Caitlin Clark cook every single time. Let's go. Like, in transition, just stopping and shooting that. You're going to see her start off the game like she did, getting those, deep passes into the paint, trying to get people involved, like Kelsey Mitchell, getting her a couple looks. But like we said earlier, she's an aggressive Steve Nash, okay? Like, she's going to be this Steve Nash, but she's also just going to stop on a dime and shoot that logo bomb. And that's what makes her exceptional. That's what makes her, as Bring It On Easy says, awesome. It's awesome, okay? I love this. And Caitlin Clark, she looks good, man. She looks healthy. One of the things that we've been talking a lot about, Caitlin Clark sitting out that last game and how the Indiana Fever went about covering that injury and waiting to the last minute. I have my issues with that. One thing we do forget about, though, is that the fact that, and unfortunately, I only put that at the end of my video. So, like, the video I made on the whole thing, at the very end, you had to watch the very end for me to talk about this. But it's like the most reasonable way to look at it. Like, the fact that Caitlin Clark is actually being treated with care by the Fever organization, it's something we should be excited about. Like, she looks healthy. Like, that shot was beautiful, right? but we should be excited about the fact that like they're prioritizing her health. Like, so long as we believe in the organization and the Fever, and we have no real reason right now to not believe them, you know, Caitlin Clark, she woke up feeling sore in the last game, right in the morning, and they decided, you know what, we're not going to play you because of soreness and stiffness. Even though they planned on playing her, they decided to sit her out because they care about her health. And Caitlin Clark, she talked about that in her opening interview for the season, like about how her health was the main priority and how like the main thing on her mind was just being healthy and never having to have another situation where she's on the sidelines and not able to do what she loves. And she looks healthy. She looks great, bro. She's playing the best basketball of her career right now. That's something to be excited about. I don't care if they low manage her a few times throughout this season, so long as we get to see this. It's what we came to see, right? Right? About to get this game back on though, y'all. So Caitlin Clark is going to be the Grand Marshal of the Indy 500, which is what they're talking about right now in the broadcast. I think that's really exciting, man. I think it's just so exciting, the fact that Caitlin Clark has the opportunity to do that in Indiana and be the Grand Marshal of the whole thing, bro. Like, that's just, aside from basketball, dude, that's got to be like a dream come true. It's got to be, man. That's so cool, man. That's just exceptional that she's able to do that. But we got the Valkyries on the other side. And good defense from Lexi Hull on Veronica Burton, forcing that turnover. Carter, what you drinking? Yo, it's sparkling apple cider, y'all. Chill. As you got Burton, she stepped out of bounds. Y'all, sparkling apple cider. I promise it's just sparkling apple cider. No alcohol in this, y'all. As we got Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. Full court press already by the Valkyries on Caitlin Clark as she's going to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell is going to kick it over to Caitlin Clark, who comes off that screen. And Caitlin Clark is going to be doubled. She's going to go to Aaliyah Boston at the top of the key. Now Aaliyah Boston's on the low post, going to work against the defense of the Valkyries. And a fadeaway jump shot from Aaliyah Boston. She almost rolled it in. Good rebound from Lexi Hull out to Kelsey Mitchell. She breaks the three. And we're going to get that rebound if you're the Valkyries. They're going up the court. But we got numbers and transition it for defense for Indiana. And Caitlin Clark tips it out of bounds. That was good defense. And so now it's going to be 70 seconds on the shot clock, and the Valkyries are going to inbound the ball at about the half court, 3/4 court mark. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. As you're going to see them get it in. They're at the logo. And here they are coming off that handoff. The Valkyries, Kelsey Mitchell playing defense top of the key. Veronica Burton, deep three, and she bangs it over Lexi Hull. That was just a big shot from Veronica. As you got Caitlin Clark up the court, stepping back, deep three. What are we talking about? Literally almost rolled that one in. It just rolls in and rolls out there, but we're going the other way. 7-3 in favor of the Indiana Fever here with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Here's Miss Burton, top of the key. AB playing defense. Burton going to work. 10 seconds to shoot. They pass it over. Lexi Hull playing good defense on the wing. You're going to see them push and press. And that's a tough bucket from Kayla Thornton. I had to look at the name. Kayla Thornton with that tough bucket as Caitlin Clark gets all the way down. Kick it out. Wide open three now for Aaliyah Boston as she airballs it on that. Almost pass to assist from Caitlin Clark. No, I did not. Sorry, guys. That sound is going away. My bad. Sound is gone. As now we're going the other way. Here's Veronica Burton bringing it up the court. We already got Raven Johnson in the game, and Caitlin Clark is taking his seat, and it hasn't even been 4 minutes. Interesting. So did she come back at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter? This is what Stephanie White kind of experimented with not too long ago, but that's like very short, a very short stint. Like that just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to have Caitlin Clark playing that short minutes. As you got Maisha Allen's going to Mo Billings, who hits a tough fadeaway jump shot, 9-7 now in favor of Indiana. But guys, Caitlin Clark, if she's playing for like 3 minutes and 30 seconds at a time, it's just not giving you enough time to really get into a groove, in my humble opinion. But here's Kayla Thornton. Tough bucket over Sophie Cunningham, and she sidesteps into that 3-point jump shot. All right, now the Valkyries are showing you why they're 3-1. As Kelsey Money Mitch is getting down low, stepping back over to Mike Hines Allen. She's going to go over to Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson getting down low into the paint, blowing by Burton as Burton's going the other way off that rebound and the missed shot. And we got Thornton again. Now she's going to work, seems like against Raven Johnson there, and they're going to get down low into the paint. And that's going to be a lost handle for Kia Stokes, going the way of Indiana, who are now down 1. She just put on a back brace. Is there a minute restriction for Caitlin Clark that we don't know about right now? Are they very closely monitoring her because of this back injury? What even is this injury? Here's Hines Allen going to work on that low post. Tough layup at the cup. She does not get it to go. I mean, that was a picture perfect look. Miss Kaya Stokes looks a little injured, leaned over there. Indiana's going to force a deflection there on the Valkyrie, so it's going to stay on this side of the court. All right, here's Mo Billings, top of the key, going over to Raven Johnson with the different colored shoes. As you got Kelsey Money Mitch going to trying to go to work there, but she loses the dribble. Still 15 seconds to go. Kelsey Mitchell getting down low into the paint. Tough bucket at the cup. That was a tough move from Kelsey Mitchell, keeping control of the ball, missed the slight mess up, and still able to get down and hit that very tough bucket at the cup. But now we got Veronica Burton, top of the key. Burton coming off the screen. Getting to the mid-range and good defense from Mo Billing. No travel call as Stephanie White was signaling for it on the sidelines. They're going to play ball. There's 4 seconds to go and a little bit too much leverage given if you're Mo Billings there, but you're still able to get the stop there. Good rotation from the Fever. And now you got Raven Johnson almost having a good play where it was Mo to Raven back to Mo, but there's a charge because that was good positioning from the Valkyries. We're going the way of Golden State. Long story short. Unfortunate, as you got a tough replay of Kelsey Mitchell getting that bucket on the other end. Is that a bottle of champagne? No, it's not a bottle of champagne. It's sparkling apple cider. I'm gonna start pouring this into another cup, so y'all don't think I'm like just like getting drunk out here, y'all. You got the Valkyries getting all the way down to the cup. So Caitlin Clark comes back in. So she goes for 3 minutes and then she sits for 3 minutes. Interesting. I don't know. I have opinions on that, but let's just see it play out for now. Valkyrie's missing that 3 in the corner. Good rebound from KK, going to Caitlin Clark. 12-11 in favor of the Valkyries. Here's Caitlin Clark, top of the key, getting double teamed. Whoa, being double teamed at the top of the key is Caitlin Clark. And Sophie Cunningham now has it on the wing. And they're going to go back to Caitlin Clark. And Stephanie White's going to call timeout because I think Maisha Hines Allen is a little injured. That looks unfortunate. I don't know what she's gripping, but that she's gripping that mid leg. It seems like those mid leg injuries can be, the NCL, the ACL. I hope she's all right and she's taking a kneel there with support. She seems like she's in a good bit of pain, but I don't know. I mean, the player is taking a seat. I don't know how she's looking over there. Either way, Caitlin Clark just got double teamed at the top of the key. Carter, you're slurring your words. Kevin, guys, I'm not slurring my words. Guys, LOL, at least put a straw in it. Y'all are ridiculous. Guys, Caitlin Clark just got doubled at the top of the key. It's been a while since we've seen that. Like, like, I mean, we've seen her like be double teamed in some sets, but like they literally just like left a player wide open and just double team her on top of the key. No one's around her. They just literally like it was a straight up double team. Um, that's I mean, Caitlin Clark has been on one last few games, but is that how teams are fixing to play her? If that's what you're about to do, please not to overreact, okay? But please, I beg you, Indiana, please get Aaliyah Boston involved with some of these sets. If teams are literally going to start like double teaming Caitlin, top of the key like that, bro, Aaliyah Boston better be involved in these sets, bro. Aaliyah Boston like better be slipping, and Caitlin Clark will be able to find her. And let's replay that play of Maisha Hines Allen. She's just driving, and is there like a hyper extension? What happened? I mean, it looks like she's just driving the ball. But here's Caitlin Clark getting down low into the paint. Oh, what a move from Caitlin Clark, dishing it down low to AB. That was beautiful. The hesitation and then the pass. What are we talking about? That's sending two bodies, and she's saying, I got 2 points for you. Lovely. As now you're going to see a blow by the Valkyries, though, in the end one opportunity, as it seems like Ty Harris fouls there at the end. Whoa. As the Valkyries are going to get that free throw. That's a 3-point possession for no freaking reason there. Fever down 2 here, 15-13 in favor of the Valkyries with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Caitlin Clark, top of the key here, as she goes down to AB. AB going to work on that low post. Go ahead, put it up, Aaliyah. Go ahead. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, give it to Aaliyah Boston. Let her go to work. This is the Indian fever I got introduced to in year one. Caitlin Clark drawing defensive attention like that, just going to Aaliyah Boston and letting her go to work. Easy 20 points for AB. That's why she's getting paid $6 million. As you're going to see, the Valkyries missed that 3, but no defensive rebound there. I mean, you only had 2 guards in the paint if you're the Fever. It was Ty Harris and Caitlin Clark off that miss who were in the paint to try to get that rebound. As the Fever don't corral it, seems like it's going to stay here in Indiana. What station? I'm sorry, stay here for the Valkyries. What station is this on? It is on Ion. I'm watching through YouTube TV. Prime also. Well, Prime also, as Kevin says. If you have Prime, you can watch there too. Well, boom. So we're going to the free throw line for the Valkyries. Ty Harris is a waste of a roster spot. I seriously consider why we chose her over Shatori Walker Kimbrough. I don't know if anybody's having that conversation yet, but interesting. But here's Ty Harris getting up the court to AB, top of the key. AB going back to Ty Harris. As AB is going to try to set a screen for Caitlin Clark. AB now with the ball. Caitlin Clark got freed up at the top of the key. She doesn't shoot it. She's going to step back for a 3 on the wing. And, I almost went in. Her 2 misses from 3 were like, they kind of like kissed the rim, and they just kind of decided that they didn't like the kiss, and they went the other way. But it was they almost went in. Like, you almost had it. As you got at the top of the key here, driving is the Valkyries. Good defense without fouling if you're Leah Boston. And here's Caitlin Clark in transition, getting it up the court over to Sophie Cunningham on the wing. Sophie Cunningham's going to drive, come back up, and she tries to give it to Leah Boston. She successfully does so. AB now in the post. Here's Kelsey Mitchell blowing by the defense, getting to the cup over 4 defenders. What are we talking about? Money Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? With a hammer and a sickle. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. But here we go. Low post is the Valkyries, and good defense from the Fever. No foul called, and Caitlin Clark's out in transition. They're playing good defense on her in transition, but Caitlin Clark is going to kick it down to Aaliyah Boston. Big time layup. This is the connection. Yes. 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 This is reminding me of the Christie Sides offense. I know people hated it, but I love that part of it. As you've got the Valkyries on the other side. Here's Golden State. Good defense from Caitlin Clark, top of the key, but you're going to see the blow by. Mid-range shot over KK. Plays good defense. You get the stop, and now we're out to Caitlin Clark. 35 seconds to go. 21 on the shot clock. Caitlin Clark coming off a screen set by AB. AB is going to slip. Caitlin's going to make it to her. And what a backdoor cut from Kelsey Mitchell. That was a beautiful pass from Aaliyah Boston. It just doesn't go down. We're going the other way. 2-second differential between shot and game clock here. You have the Valkyries there on the wing, dribbling at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. Kelsey Mitchell's playing defense there. Don't know the name of this guard who has the ball if you're the Valkyries, but she's going to come off a screen. She's going to come off two, get down low, over AB, good defense from Aaliyah, and they're going to call a foul. So there were a couple possessions where I said AB did good playing defense without fouling. They nabbed her for that one. You know, if you're going to get blown by, man, it's just, it sucks when you foul them too and give them a free throw or two. But, you know, she clearly smacked her on the hand there. She's going to make the free throw. You got 3 seconds to get a shot up if you're the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark's going to inbound it up to Kelsey Money Mitch. And Sophie Cunningham's wide open for 3 at the end, and she just misses it. That was wide open. You're not going to get a cleaner look than that if you're Sophie. But all around good quarter for the Indiana Fever. 19-18 in favor of Indiana. So you're up 1. You saw not horrible defense from the Indiana Fever. They actually played well, I think, in the paint. It wasn't their defense, I think, mainly. They got blown by on the perimeter a few times, so like you can reference those as bad defense. I thought they did good with rotations and like playing without fouling at the end. I mean, Valkyries are a good team, so I mean, their defense is not going to be exceptional ever. Period. This whole season, you're probably not going to see exceptional defense from the Indiana Fever, but it wasn't like the weak point. Indiana offense was a little strained because like they're doubling Caitlin Clark, and like Caitlin Clark has obviously been doubled since she came into the WNBA. I haven't seen it too much this year though. Like we've seen the double teams, but not quite like this. This is like literally her just bringing it up the court. No one setting a screen. No one's around her. Them just sending another body to her. It's one thing when off a screen set for Caitlin Clark, the defender who is playing against the screener for the Fever, like them deciding to double Caitlin Clark and then send rotation help on the roller because they're leaving that person. But it's a whole other thing when Caitlin Clark just brings it up the court and just like that defender is coming over to guard Caitlin Clark and there's no screen set. It's not a double team off a pick and roll. It's a double team off Caitlin Clark just dribbling the ball at the top of the key. And I don't that we haven't seen too much of that. I don't know how the Indiana Fever have planned to navigate those situations. I'm sure they have because they're a professional basketball team. You saw a couple like bright spots though, where like it's Caitlin Clark just dipping it down to AB off plays similar to that, or even just off the pick and roll, where 2 were coming with Caitlin and she's just dipping it down at Aaliyah Boston and she's able to just kind of go to work. Aaliyah Boston is a polar bear. We've talked about this on this channel before. Back when I had no facial hair on my face, we had those conversations about her being the biggest bear in the arcade. Okay. You give her the ball in the low post and you just like let her like daggone bully everybody and get the layup. Caitlin Clark is able to get the ball to her in those favorable positions. So like if you're going to double Caitlin Clark, it almost opens up an entire realm for the Indiana Fever's game. Like go back to that game where Caitlin Clark had 19 assists. I'm pretty sure that was the record for any WNBA game, right? And that was in her rookie year. Okay. When she had that, or it might have been in her sophomore. I'm pretty sure it was in her rookie year. Okay. That game where Caitlin Clark had 19 assists. Do you know how many plays you saw, like the ones we saw early on in this game, where it's Caitlin Clark dipping it to AB off the double team? That had to be like 10 of those assists. So, like, Caitlin Clark, a whole element to her game can be unlocked if they're doubling her like this, but it can also like, frazzle, if that's a word or the right word, the Fever offensively, because you saw a few plays where like they looked a little off because of that double team. So yeah, So they're saying that Mai Allen is just dealing with some cramping, y'all. So seems like she's good. As we got to start to this game again. Caitlin Clark still in it. You've got the Valkyries up the court here, top of the key here, going over to the wing, driving over Caitlin Clark, layup at the cup, tough one. You didn't foul, but you're getting blown by. I am seeing that. As you see Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court here on that wing, and she drives by this defender, fading away on the wing. What a shot from Caitlin Clark! Whoa, whoa! Don't let that part of her game get unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Double teamed on the wing, fading away. That was a Paige Becker type shot. I like that. Here's Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court, and she's driving. Almost draws a foul, but she kicks it out to Sophie Cunningham and missed a three. But good rebound offensively for Leah Boston. It was last time you saw that. And now Caitlin Clark swing. She doesn't shoot that shot. I wish Caitlin Clark would have shot that low key, but we're going to stay here on the Indiana Fever side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No sound. No sound. Am I audible, guys? Am I audible? I'm going to assume I'm audible. I mean, I hear you. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, you might have me muted, friend. But Caitlin Clark is inbounding the ball. Yeah, they'll be scaring me with that, man. I'd be having no idea. As Caitlin Clark is inbounding it to the corner. Aaliyah Boston for three. Misses that one, but I love that. No hesitation, shoot it. But we're going the other way. Fever up 21-20 with 9 minutes to go here. Valkyries are going to slow down the ball here. As Caitlin Clark is playing deep at the top of the key. I wish she would take a step back. Don't get blown by. Ooh, whoa. Just put the moves on Caitlin Clark with a three. Okay, Tiffany Hayes. All right. And Caitlin Clark draws a foul. Okay, Tiffany Hayes. Good golly, Miss Molly. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. She got 10 points so far in this game. She averages 5 on the year. She just put the moves on Caitlin Clark. Golly. You know what I'm saying? As Caitlin Clark gets it down on the low post, kicking it to Michaela Timpson. That was a great pass. Kayla gets blocked, though. Corner, though, for Sophie Cunningham. You got to knock that one down. She doesn't. It's what you sign her for. That shooting. She's just not knocking him down right now. We're going the other way, though, for the Valkyries. Driving by, defense by Sophie Cunningham is not enough. Tough bucket at the cup for the Valkyries. Now they're up 4. So Fever need to give us a little bit of offense. As Caitlin Clark brings it up the court. And I see a special person on that sideline getting ready to check in as Kelsey Mitchell does turn the ball over. And now you got the Valkyries attacking Caitlin Clark there. And Caitlin Clark gets called for a foul. So Grace Van Sluten is going to get some minutes here in this game. All right, some rotations happening. See what this lineup is looking like. Who was that just came into the game? What is her name? All right, you got Mo Billings, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Grace Van Sluten. And Lexi Hole. Here's Caitlin Clark on the wing. Grace Van Sluten has some size. Did you look at that? As Caitlin Clark goes to Mitchell. Mitchell putting the moves on the Valkyries defense. Up to Caitlin Clark. Deep bomb from Caitlin. As she misses that one, it's far left. Good hustle by Mo Billings, though. Almost getting the Fever another opportunity, but we're going the way of the Valkyries here. They're up 6 points with 7 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Tough shot from Caitlin Clark. If that one would have went down, we're looking at a whole different game, but it doesn't. But good defense as Caitlin Clark gets out in transition. She's going to stop. No, she's going to attack down to Mo Billings. And Mo Billings misses that layup at the cup. You know, Kayla's got to shoot that shot, man. Like she can't hesitate at that one. I know she can't hesitate. I don't care how many she misses in a row. She's wide open in transition. She's got to have the green light to shoot that. and that's going to be a layup at the cup for the Valkyries. The Fever are going to call timeout as Caitlin Clark was touching her chest there. I wonder why. I mean, I get it. Like any good coach is going to tell you you have a fast break, right? Or not a good coach, but like any traditional coach or conservative coach is probably going to tell you like, yo, you have a fast break opportunity and you have like a 2-on-1 opportunity in fast break, then like you need to be getting a layup. You don't need to be shooting a three. You get a free layup in that situation. The problem was that Caitlin Clark hesitated on the three and then went down. And by that time, like they had defense there. And it's just like a little lapse, but like that kind of thing is like you gotta like Steph Curry's shooting that every time, unless like Klay Thompson in the corner wide open. That would have been a whole different thing because it's Klay Thompson. But like Steph Curry's gonna shoot that, Luke is gonna shoot that, Trey Young's gonna shoot that, Jordan Poole is gonna shoot that. Like these guys are gonna shoot those shots. Caitlin Clark's got to shoot that shot. That was the cleanest shot she ever got. I mean, it was clean, but she hesitated for whatever reason. Free Bibby. Hey, they got my girl Bibby on the other team, bro. Where Chloe Bibby be? Hold on. Where Bibby at? You know what I'm saying? Where's Chloe Bibby? Is she in the game? Bro, where's Bibby? Bro, you talking about Chloe Bibby, bro? Where she be, bro? Don't be doing us like that, bro. If you're gonna mention Chloe Bibby, bro, I gotta see her on the court, bro. I know how I feel about Chloe Bibby, bro. It's one of my favorite players, bro. Biz can't finish on the basket. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these missed layups, y'all. Here we go, missing those Bonnies. Yeah, I mean, you know who it be though, bro. We didn't talk about it. She didn't have good moments, bro, but oh Billings, bro, no problems. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Missing too many bunnies. Gotta start making hard and we're gonna hit them. So yeah. Wow. The Valkyries got 4 Huskies. Good golly. Miss Molly. Fever need to get this win to prove themselves as a team. Uh, my bad. Here's Caitlin Clark going over to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell back to Mo Billings, top of the key. Mo Billings over to Lexi Hole. And wow, that's going to be deflected off of Lexi Hole. And Stephanie White's going to challenge that one because they're going to make a stand. The other ref came over and even was deliberating about it. I think the Fever are going to win this challenge just based on the ref. Yeah. My sound lagged a bit. My internet might be tripping out. As we wait on this challenge, just reading your guys' comments, trying to see what you guys got going on in the chat. Kaylin Clark come play for the Comets next season. Break all Cheryl Stroop's records will be hilarious. I paused the game to sign with you. It's good to see you in the chat, Mary. To align with me. That means I'm a little behind, eh? We'll win the challenge. Oh, yeah, we will. I'm not rage baiting. I never do that. Fever have mishandled Kaden Clark whole career. I don't know what y'all see. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I don't know about Caitlin Clark to the Wings or to the Dream. I don't think we want to see her play with Angel Reese or Paige Becker. That seems like more of a mess than the Fever. Um, this is kind of hard to watch already. This offense doesn't look good. Yeah, they're playing. I mean, this is. I mean, y'all, the Valkyries are a good team and they play good defense. Like more than it is the Indiana Fever offense, it's the Valkyries defense. What they're going to be looking for here as we go on in this game is going to be the adjustment from Indiana. Like, can we crack this defense? I think they're playing good defense and they're getting out in transition and getting layups. And the Fever are like, they're missing some bunnies at the cup. But, like, I mean, the Valkyries are pressing Caitlin Clark full court from the beginning of the game. Okay. So we're going to have to find a way to get around that. What up, Brett? I'm 40 seconds ahead for you. Huh. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. So it's gonna end up being Fever Ball because it was off of the Valkyries. Good challenge for Stephanie White, the Fever that possession back. Here's Caitlin Clark inbounding it to Kelsey Money Mitch, back to Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark being double teamed, top of the key, but she's gonna go over to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, mid-range shot, she gets blocked, and they're gonna call some foul somewhere. All right, Kelsey Mitchell's gonna need some free throws. I was kind of confused on what was going on. But first free throw is down by Kelsey Money Mitch. I want to see Miss Grace get used. I mean, she's a big body. She's almost got like a Stewie type frame. I mean, not quite, but she's big. Uh, I don't really know what her game is. I saw Rosalina Lee did a video, a film breakdown on her. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because she just posted it. But I'll have to look and see what Rose has said about her. As you've got Burden, top of the key. And now you got the Valkyries getting down into the paint, dipping. Now we're back on the wing for the Valkyries. Getting that little stepping back, mid-range jump shot is off. A little too aggressive, y'all. And the Valkyries are going to get some free throws off this foul. As Hines Allen looks like she's about to check back in. Caitlin Clark's still in the game, so she's played like 8 straight minutes because she came back in at like the 3 minute mark of the second. I'm sorry, of the first, and she's played. I mean, we're in the 6 minute, 22 second mark of the second quarter, so still in the game. Grace is going to take a seat. Not much you see from her in her first few minutes. Interesting things. Is Caitlin Clark going to stay? Or is she taking a seat? Because Raven Johnson just came into the game. A little lost, a little confused. Can't see yet. We'll find out. Yep, Caitlin Clark's going to take a seat as well there. I guess I called it. 6 straight minutes for Caitlin Clark was enough. And now we've got Raven Johnson going to Money Mitch. Money Mitch coming off a screen there. And Money Mitch, top of the key, getting into the paint, kicking it over corner. Sophie Cunningham, she hesitated on that three. And now we're up to AB on the top of the key. AB going over to Kelsey Money Mitchell. Oh, what a move from Money Mitchell now getting the mid range. Oh, that was just a beautiful move. Oh, my goodness. You can't argue with that. I was just, what can you say? Beautiful play from Kelsey Mitchell. 6-point game now. If Kelsey Mitchell is playing good defense, and you saw that steal from Aisha Hines, and they're going to call foul. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things happening for the Indiana Fever there defensively because, Kelsey Mitchell's on that low post with a big, big, big player there. And it seemed like that was going to be easy too. But great defensive rotation from Aisha to get that steal. And now we're going the way of Indiana, 31-25 in favor of Golden State. 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go. You got Raven Johnson coming off a screen. Raven Johnson is going to go to Kelsey Mitchell, who peeled off back to Raven. Raven for three on the wing, and she misses it. It kissed the rim again. You've seen a couple of those. And now we're going the other way. Here is Veronica Burton, tough bucket. You've got Raven Johnson going the other way, pushing it with the different colored shoes. Back to AB on the low post, going to Kelsey Money Mitch, who comes off, and there's just a miscommunication there where Kelsey thought AB was going to slip, and AB just kind of stayed in place. And that's just a turnover, And Thornton with the deep three. It's going to be Fever ball, though, because she missed it. Fever need to string together some offensive possessions of beauty. So Nathan Clark took like 2 minutes of rest, and she's already coming back in the game. As you got Kelsey Mitchell now on the wing going down to AB. AB sizing up the big man for the Valkyries. Back to Kelsey Mitchell. And they're going to call defense in 3 seconds, so the Fever are going to get a free throw. Kelsey Money Mitch is getting a freebie here. You know that one's going down. Green Giant. I'll be on my Chris move. I ain't watched Chris move since I was like a jit, bruh. Shout out Chris move if you know, you know. As Caitlin Clark is going to inbound it here to Aaliyah Boston, back to Caitlin Clark off rip. Caitlin Clark putting the moves on the Valkyries. Now Caitlin Clark is deep. What a pass down to Maisha Hines, though. And now Sophie Cunningham's going to three, and she sinks it. That was a pass to assist. Caitlin Clark dipping it down, and Maisha Hines Allen is going to make the right read out. Beautiful basketball there from Indiana. Now it's a 4-point game. Can we get another stop here? Good defense from AB. You do force a miss and get a rebound from Aaliyah Boston. You get it to Kayla. That was it. That was the possession, and the Fever just throw it away. Miscommunication. Tough. Now you need to string together another stop defensively. Can't get frustrated. You just kind of got to keep moving forward. Like Aaron Yeager said that one time in Attack on Titan. You got the Valkyries inbounding the ball, top of the key here. You've got someone coming off a screen. Aaliyah Boston playing defense, top of the key. That's a tough bucket. She doesn't get it to go. But the offensive rebound for the Valkyries and an easy layup at the cup. Man. I mean, Aaliyah Boston was playing defense top of the key there. She was a part of that perimeter defense set. And so you lose her big body in the paint. And she almost gets it poked away there as AB has it top of the key. Finding Caitlin Clark on the wing. Caitlin Clark, deep bomb. Bang! Give me those cookies. I like eating cookies. If I'm Caitlin Clark, that's what I'm singing in my head. Tough 3-point jump shot. Very highly contested. As Veronica Burton is going to get a tough bucket at the cup herself over Caitlin Clark, though. So it's a 5-point game in favor of the Valkyries. Caitlin Clark getting up the court here. Caitlin Clark, another bomb. This one from the Gamage Fieldhouse logo. That one doesn't go down. Good effort from Raven Johnson, but she's not going to be able to get the rebound. That's a very contested 3-pointer that you just saw from Caitlin Clark on that wing that she made. And then the other one on the other side, she doesn't get to go. It's just a little flat. I think that makes her 2 of 6 on her threes tonight so far. Caitlin playing defense, top of the key. They're gonna call it for a foul. I think that's their third foul, y'all. They're gonna call it a freedom of movement foul. Man, that's just a tough bucket, man, that they get over Cunningham. Who is that? And Johnson getting another tough bucket. She matched it. Beautiful. Who is that player, bro? She's got to be. I didn't even know her name. Her name is Chin, Caitlin Chin. I know her. I know who she is. And now you see Veronica Burden getting a tough bucket, but she doesn't get it to go. Good effort though from the Valkyries. They're getting so many offensive rebounds, and they're gonna call a jump ball. No offensive rhythm. Yeah. Bring in Pissot. They not bringing in Pissot. She not getting minutes. I ain't seen her play in the game. I ain't seen her play since the preseason. I don't think that she's unlocked yet. As you got Caitlin Chin, top of the key, going over on that wing now. Hines Allen playing defense there, and that's just a blow by. The Fever just allowing blow by. It's good defense though from Aaliyah Boston without fouling in the paint. Going over to Caitlin Clark. I would recommend them slow down, but Caitlin Clark is going to speed up here and kick it down to Maisha Hines, and she just loses it. If I'm the Fever, I just slow down when I get the ball next time. Slow down. Like this defense is really good for the Valkyries, and they're going to attack Caitlin Clark there. Good rebound from Hines Allen as Caden Clark brings it up the court. Caden Clark, putting the moves on the defense, getting into the paint, and she's got blocked. They're not going to call foul there. You could argue she got fouled there, but there's no foul. As the crowd is booing, I think you could argue there's a foul there. As Caitlin Chin's going to attack Caden Clark with a beautiful one off glass there, and you've got Kelsey Mitchell bringing it up the court now. Kelsey Mitchell on the wing. Now it's Hines Allen, top of the key. Kaylin Clark getting freed up here, coming at the top of the key. She's double teamed though. Now Kaylin Chin's playing defense. Kaylin Clark is getting fouled. And the ref does call it, but Kaylin Clark's just upset. I mean, she's getting hacked a little bit. She's just upset. Type of commercial is this? Bro, what a dang basketball goal talking to me. Kaylin Clark's a little upset. Still talking with that ref as she tries to dip it down to Kelsey Mitchell, and it doesn't work. It's going to be a steal. The Valkyries read that perfectly. I'm telling y'all, this is just good defense. Like when you're playing against what was the team we just played? The Fire. The other team we just played, it was some trash. The Storm. When you play teams like that, that bull crap will fly. When you play the Valkyries, that's not gonna fly. So like you gotta get a little bit more crafty. That's just too predictable off the inbound. As you got Veronica Burton there and Caitlin Clark getting tangled up on the low post. They're gonna call foul, and Caitlin Clark's gonna go and draw that one. So it's going to go the way they need in the Fever. So Caitlin Clark's been lobbying for some foul calls. They're going to give her one. They're being very physical. The Valkyries coach is a little bit upset about that. It looks like Caitlin Chin's mom over there. Can I say that? I don't think I can say that. Let's erase that from the digital footprint. People might say that's racist. Here's Caitlin Clark, top of the key, blowing by the defense, kicking it out to Lexi Hull over the top of the key. Now you've got Sophie Cunningham back to Aaliyah Boston. Now Lexi Hull, good look in the corner, and she banks it home. She banks it home. She banks it home. That's what you need. 4-point game now. Fever are within striking distance. Hashtag slow down. That's what I'm talking about. Let's stop getting turnovers and actually capitalize on the opportunities that we're getting right now. Leave that on the screen for the last 14 seconds here as the blow by is given. Caitlin Chin, a 3 in the corner, and she just knocks it down. Knocks it down. Back to 7. Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. 5 to go. Caitlin Clark getting into the paint, kicking it out. Another shot for Lexi Hole in that same corner, and she doesn't knock that one down. So the Fever, whoa. And Caitlin Clark and some player that nobody knows is getting chippy. And Caitlin Clark is a little upset, and she's upset. They're having to break him up because you got a little fight ensuing. Don't know who that other player is, but we know Caitlin Clark was involved, and somebody got a little upset. I don't know what's going on there. I like it. I like it a lot. I like that intensity. You know what I'm saying? As long as we ain't hidden, type of basketball I like to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I might, you know what I'm saying? Because then when a logo bomb comes, you know, it means something. Because when I look at you doing all that yapping, after I hit that logo bomb, the animosity that I know you feeling, to me feels like joy. And not to be a villain. Not trying to be a villain. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Farrell laughing at me, some player that nobody knows. I mean, did you know who that was, Farrell? Anybody know who that was chipping at Caitlin? Chirping at Caitlin? I do not know. Hey, but I do know one thing, though. The Valkyries are playing very good basketball right now. Playing good defensively, playing good offensively. Fever are lucky to not be down double digits right now. But you got to get it together soon because the Valkyries are building momentum. And they're getting upset, getting angry, getting into the head of the Fever players. You got to go ahead and respond and go ahead and nip that in the butt, okay? Nip it in the hind. You know what I'm saying? Chris Move is my grandfather. You know, I would like the soundboard right now. Can we get some Green Giants? You know what I'm saying? Can we get some Green Giants in the chat for the one? Like, I need to see some shots from the Indiana Fever, okay? Maybe Caitlin Chin is solid. She's killing us. She might be small, but she got a big heart. Ray Dude said, I like this. Yes, I like it too. I like it a lot. I'm trying to see Caitlin Clark come out and go ahead and show him something because I'm just a Caitlin Clark fan. You know, that's tough. Trying to see some. I'm trying to see some. I'm trying to see some. Y'all trying to see? I'm trying to see some, bruh. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Chin up, Fever fans. Y'all, can we stop making fun of Caitlin Chin? It's not. I don't think it's appropriate. What an OG. Shout out Chris Move, man. It was a nobody. Who was that? My God. Who was that? It's like what the teams be doing in the WNBA, trying to get more people to watch the games, and they put a random no life in a picture instead of putting like Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers in that sucker. They'll put like some third string player who brings donuts to the team every Thursday because the vets told her to. Like they'll put her on the picture because they think that we're supposed to know who she is. That's who was just chirping at Caitlin Clark. And nobody knows you. Like you're not known. I'm more known than you in your own field. And that's tough, my guy. I just make YouTube videos. Nobody knows who that was. You know, I can't lie. That might be tough. But I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Pat Bev got a career from picking on good players. So I mean, if you can win a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It might work out in your favor. I'm trying to see Caitlin Clark go ahead and do him a little dirt for that though. Like, let me give you a good logo bomb for the trouble. You know what I'm saying? For the trouble, I owe you a logo bomb if I'm CC 22,000. We need the fire on their butts, some streak and rebounds. That's what I'm saying, Yvonne. I'm trying to lose my voice again. Let's get it popping. As we got a $2 donation by Artig Nana. Woohoo, woohoo. it's getting exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be too exciting though if the Fever can't punch back. This is the point where you punch back and it becomes a game. It becomes meaningful. They got something to fight for. The Fever could also like proceed to get blown out at this point. Very plausible. So it's all about how the Fever are gonna respond. How we gonna punch back? Hallelujah, Tim. Valks have at least 22 off the bench. Yeah, they hooping. They hooping. And what's that girl name? What's that girl name? Tiffany Hayes. Yeah, she be hooping, bruh. Caitlin Chin with 12. That's 22 right there. Just watch the replay. CC gave an extra swat after the rebound, trying to get one more chance at a shot. Interesting. I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark, but she seems to complain a lot to the refs. Am I right? She does. She does get hacked a lot too. Um, she does get hacked a lot too, but she definitely complains a lot to the refs. Yeah, Luka Doncic used to do it a whole lot a couple years ago. Um, it was getting real bad. He has matured a little bit. Uh, he's grown, but like Luka is a player who does that kind of thing. Um, Steph Curry will complain. Stars complain. It's part of that competitive nature. I don't think it's anything else more than that. Yo, what up, Carter? This game is frustrating. Refs not calling it equal. I'm seeing that too. Caitlin Clark, like I just said, has been getting hacked a little bit. Getting hacked. Stop that chin, Shotty. Yeah, that shorty chin. Why we calling her shorty? Um, I said Shotty. We said shorty. I don't know if she know that word, yo. But yeah, she's out there hooping. Angry Caitlin goes off. I'm trying to see it, Brad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I am. Or maybe you don't, but I you know what I'm saying? I get to screaming in the basement. It's not even in the basement, but you get the point. CC getting hacked, you know it. She is always. They got to start calling it our way. Dislike Chin, evil smile from that one. Oh yeah, she the babyface assassin. She be on that time, and you know what I'm saying. I can't argue with that. I might like a little bit of drama in my life. You know what I'm saying? We want peace. We want peace. We want to spread Christ. I don't mind a little bit of action on the court, though. You know what I'm saying? We got some ops, man. To spin a block on them. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm here for it. I can't lie. I'm trying to see a fight. Long as no hands get thrown for real, no punches get connected. You know what I'm saying? We can swing a couple times. Maybe I'm toxic. I don't know. I might be toxic. Oh my god, I can't stand the talking heads at the halftime show. That's why we don't listen to them. But y'all might be getting to the point where y'all can't stand me either. So that's why we don't watch them. Uh, me, me catch up on the comments. Uh, you know what I'm saying? That little chin chin girl, like she's a rat running around stealing the cheese. Tim, it's something about that comment that just don't sit right with me, bro. Like, I don't know what you mean by that, Tim. It's gotta be that's gotta be racist, bro. I don't know what that's supposed to be, bro. It's not racist. It's something, bro. Still, Tim. We can't call her a little rat running around stealing the cheese, bro. And then saying chin chin is just kind of insane, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. That's what I'm saying, bro. Tim, calm down. Tim, calm down, bro. Tim. Calm down, bro. I'll take Caleb Clark being a demon, a menace anytime over a meth white overdose. Yeah. Pre-game interview, Caitlin Clark was already pissed and it's showing. Hey, I'm Asian. What you mean, Tim? Yo, Tim, you gotta chill, bro. It's an inclusive environment. You can't be saying those type of things. Chill, Tim. Tim. Tim definitely served in Vietnam when he was young. Tim, how old you is, man? You ever served in the army, bro? Tim went to Vietnam, bro. Tim, speak. The allegation is true, Tim. 1 versus 5, no coaching as usual. We don't need 30-foot bricks. So many lousy passes. Caitlin Clark getting her trash talking in just a really amateur second quarter. I don't know about all that, but yeah, we have seen a lot of brick and lousy passes. I mean, we can try to focus on the Fever shortcomings, but we need to focus on the fact that the Valkyries are playing good, y'all. Yo, Carter still not sold on Maichan, Dallin, and Billings. I ain't sold on them either, bruh. I ain't even bid, bruh. Yeah, these Valk players are all up in Clark's jersey for sure. For sure. I can't tell you that it's classified. Oh yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, we already know what prejudices you have. What prejudices you have, Tim? You gotta chill with the rat, cheese, chin chin comments, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? We not doing all that here, Tim. You know what I'm saying? Keep that stuff in the battlefield, my guy. You gotta be inclusive. You know what I'm saying? No bueno, guys. Guys, we're a team. Guys, it's a welcoming environment in the streams. Before Dev said, second half at home, gonna be close respectfully. Appreciate a couple games ago, our fourth quarter, for sure. Let's see if Caitlin Clark can just start cooking. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and look at the box score. Y'all can see the screen. You know what I'm saying? Look, right now, you got Caitlin Chin and Tiffany Hayes off the bench giving you buckets. 9 of 5 from them. I'm sorry, 9 of 10 from them from the field. 90% from the field, two bench players giving you 22 points buckets. That's tough. On the Fever side, though, Caitlin Clark got 10, 4 of 9. So like 44% shooting from the field for Caitlin, 33% from three. She's had a couple good looks that didn't go down. She's hesitated a little bit. 5 assists, the 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls are a thing. Oh no, they're saying she has 2. Thought it was 3. Kelsey Money Mitch she's hasn't been too involved, but they've been locking her up and playing defense. Same with Caitlin Clark. You just need more possessions where the Indiana Fever are getting unlocked offensively. Seems like the Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, giving you 8 field goals. AB is giving you a few early on in this game, and no one else is really giving you buckets. No one else is really giving you offense. Sylvie Cunningham's had a few good looks, like she's 1 of 4. Haven't had anything translate there. Raven Johnson has had a good look from three. That didn't translate. Lexi Hole had that really good look in the corner to end there, and that didn't translate. Mo Billings has missed a layup. Seems like she's missed more than one though, but they're saying she's just missed one. But you just need to get looks offensively. I mean, the Fever have shot 35 shots, and um, the Valkyries have shot 34. So the Fever have gotten up more shots than the Valkyries. What the stats are telling us. But the Fever percentage-wise from the three, they're 4 of 17. And the Valkyries are 4 of 10. So the Valkyries are getting into the paint more. They've shot 7 less threes, but they're up 7 points. They're getting just better looks in the Indiana Fever are. So we need to get better looks. Period. You see the rebounding here. Fever have 15. Valks have 15. What they show, I'm sorry, 16. Will they show me offensive rebounds? They will. So the Valks have 5 offensive rebounds, and the Indiana Fever have 4. I mean, it looks a little bit closer than the game has looked in the stat sheet. We just need to get it together, y'all. They just need to get it together. and capitalize on good looks. Maybe stop shooting so many threes and try to feed AB in the low post. Like, find ways to get these players open. They keep getting locked down defensively and not getting up good shots. So we got to find a way to break this defense if we're the Indiana Fever. That's really it. They shot more free throws as well. I didn't notice that. Have they? Yep, Fever only got 3 free throws up, and the Valks got 8. And that's part of the coaching thing where people are kind of complaining about that a little bit, y'all. There's no ego on the Valkyries. True. There's not a lot of ego in Indiana either, though. I mean, sometimes you see it with Kelsey Mitchell, but like these are just two teams who kind of like they have that fast style, or everybody's kind of touching the ball. Fever just need they need other players other than Caitlin Clark actually to do something offensively. Fever missed 12 layups. Is that right? Is that right? Definitely missed them. Might start this third quarter though, y'all. Getting back into the game here. You got this player on these stilts, or this person. I don't know what she's doing there. Got some bowls on her head. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Carter, want your take on that? Your take on my take on what? I missed something. What happened? Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, y'all, hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream. Really appreciate it. Always. If not the end of the world, though. Do you think Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark are a good fit long term, or should we get a wing defender that can shoot instead? Caitlin Clark has a lot of high praise for Money Mitch. Um, they're gonna call double technical. Oh, Caitlin Clark swatted for that ball. Oh, Caitlin Clark started that. Whoa, hey, Caitlin Clark started that sucker. She started that, bro. Caitlin Clark swatted for that. Oh shoot. I might be an instigator. Hey, Caitlin Clark started that jump, bro. We finna get a good second half here. But yeah, I like Kelsey Mitchell. But we got Veronica Bird bringing it up the court. Lexi Holt playing defense at the top of the key. We're gonna go over to that Valkyries offensive player, and Kelsey Mitchell is the defender there on that wing. And now you're seeing the switch to Mo Billings. Good defense, bad pass from the Valkyries, and the Fever are gonna end up getting that steal there. Here's Caitlin Clark going over to AB, back to Caitlin, off the screen. Caitlin Clark attacking. They're gonna call a foul somewhere. Obviously a good player. Just wondering about the fit. I think she fits well. Personally, I think she fits well. It'll depend, on what Kelsey Mitchell wants as a player, though. As Caitlin Clark on the wing there, getting it to Kelsey Mitchell, and she had a wide open mid range shot that she did not shoot. She likes to go to AB. AB does not get that one. I mean, that's just a good look. It just goes in, goes out. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell's got to shoot that though from Kelsey. I see we're trying to feed Aaliyah Boston, but it seems like it's almost throwing us off a little bit at times. As we got Veronica Burden on that wing there, missing that three, the Fever are not able to get that rebound. Just out rebound it, and they're going to say that's going to stay with the Valkyries. That champagne looks delicious. Yvonne. Not champagne. Anyone who's just joined the chat, sparkling cider. I did not get drunk. As we've got Burden, tough three over Kate. I mean, that's just another offensive rebound the Fever give up. That's just pathetic. Just giving up extra possessions if you're Indiana. And now it's a corner three off the side of the daggum backboard. Trash. And now Alexi Hole is going to push, and she's just going to get nothing there. And that's just, I mean, what is that offensively for Indiana? We're going to get another opportunity, though. Lexi Hole's going to inbound it. Caitlin Clark on the wing. Caitlin Clark blowing by the defense, and she's going to draw a foul. Why can't they rebound? I mean, size-wise, the Valkyries are not a good matchup. Look at the amount of size the Valkyries have as compared to the Fever. Just look. Caitlin Clark inbounds it. Back to Caitlin Clark on that wing. Caitlin. Getting down low. Over Lexi Hole's wide open at the top of the key. You got to drill that, and she does. Good shot from Lexi Hole. That's what we pay you for, Lexi. That's what we pay Sophie Cunningham to do. They've got to make those shots. It's kind of their job. It's kind of why they get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Okay? As you've got the Valkyries coming off a screen there, and good defense from Mo Billings, almost getting that steal. But now, I mean, that's just a good look. Luckily, the Fever forced a miss there by swarming defensively in the paint there. But, I mean, look at the size difference. It's Caitlin Clark's at the top of the key here, going to work against the big man. Caitlin Clark getting down low, fading, turning. Tough bucket. She doesn't get it to go. And that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to say Indiana Fever as Lexi got hit. I don't know what was going on there. Four-point game in favor of the Valkyries here. And they're going to call a challenge on that play. It did seem a little questionable. I'm trying to see how this one's going to go. I'm surprised we're not down 12. Yeah, the Fever aren't like. I know it. Like the Fever, they're getting worked right now because like matchup wise, the Valkyries are like kind of dogging on Indiana right now. I mean, they're just bigger and stronger and able to get rebounds. It just looks like we're getting destroyed. But the Fever aren't playing horrible basketball. I mean, if you just look at the box score, once again, Caitlin Clark 4 of 10. Lexi Hole 2 of 4. Kelsey Mitchell 4 of 7. AB 3 of 7. Like we're not playing very inefficient ball. 41% from the field, where like the Valkyries are 45%. That's not necessarily what it is. It's just more so like matchup wise, and it's just not a good matchup because the Fever have no size. We decided to sign a bunch of point guards while other teams have size, and you can see it's but the Fever aren't playing horrible. Like that play is interesting. I keep looking over at it. Still a winnable game. I agree. It's a very winnable game. We'll see. White doesn't like the pick and roll. Yeah, they never run it. I don't know what's going on with that. They never run it. They never run it. Never do. AB already got paid. This is a sport. Once paid, team slowing down, the fight's going. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with AB. I saw a little bit of this last year from AB too, though, y'all. We did. She played well, but there were moments where Aaliyah Boston just looked slow. She's always kind of just looked a little slow since she's like after her first year. There's been concerns about like her speed, but she's like lost a lot of weight. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Aaliyah, but she is being paid a lot of money, so you're expecting more. Dang, Carter, you sipping that yak shit out of the bottle. Yo, this sparkling apple cider. Okay? It's sparkling apple cider. Look at it. Sparkling apple cider. Okay? This ain't no yak. All right. This ain't no alcohol. It's sparkling apple cider. For a thirsty guy. And we'll see what the verdict is, y'all. They're gonna call a technical foul on Lexi Hole. What? So that's gonna give the Valkyries a shot. Whatever. He did not sip. He's chugging the bottle. Y'all are stupid, man. Get a glass. Man, let me do me. How about you do you? How about you go get your own glass, man? I drink at the bottom, man. How about that? Leave me alone, man. All right, man. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Y'all are hilarious. As he got the Valkyries at the free throw line, getting that one. You can call it tech on a replay. I was just thinking, but I guess so because they just did it. I was just thinking, what? But I guess they can do that now. I don't freaking know. But the Fever are going to stick with the basketball. Caden Clark inbounding it, and we're going to Mo Billings top of the key, and Caden Clark doesn't end up getting it. Aaliyah Boston comes around. We got Lexi Hull now, top of the key. Now we're going to Kelsey Mitchell. Now Aaliyah Boston putting the footwork moves. Oh, I love that. That was a beautiful play from Aaliyah Boston. There you go, Aaliyah. Put the footwork. That's what you get paid for, Aaliyah. Like you're like the highest paid player at the WNBA. She's got to be more dominant. Period. Like she's got like period. There's no if ands or buts about it. She has to be more dominant. End of discussion. Highest paid player in the W, guys. As you're seeing the step back shot from the Valkyries, good defense from Kaylin. Now the Fever are taking it their way. They're only down 3 here. Wide open 3 for Lexi Hull. Pass from Kaden Clark. She doesn't get it. That would have tied the game. They're going to call foul off ball for Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston's calling for a challenge. I'm not challenging that if I'm Steph White. Not at all. We only got one more. Not worth it there. Uh, yeah. So AV is going to come out of the game, and Lexi Hull is going to come out of the game. Who are they replaced with? We're seeing Sophie Cunningham come into the game. I'm not seeing the big yet. If they'll pan to the actual game, we could look at him. It seems like it's going to be Hines Allen. Mm-hmm. So Cunningham is going to pick up her third foul as well as you got the Valkyries coming off, getting into the paint. Good hesitation from that Valkyries player, but good defense and rebound from the Fever. We're going the other way. Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. Caitlin Clark getting down low into the paint, drive in, and she draws a foul. That's a foul. Thank you. They called it. That's a foul. We're going to not call that for a second. Now Caitlin Clark is going to go to the free throw line, and the announcer just said that she's the second favorite player to get to the free throw line. Absurd! The amount of drives we've done in this game. Caitlin Clark's going to the free throw line. She's got 10 points and 6 assists here, and she's going to sink that first one because it's Caitlin freaking Clark. Has she missed a free throw yet this season? I don't think so. Yep, they just said she's 25 of 25 on the season. Has not missed one yet. Now the Fever only down 1 despite how good the Valkyries are playing. 6 minutes and 40 seconds here to go. Valkyries coming off a screen, top of the key. But Sylvie Cunningham, there's a mismatch down there, but they're going to switch. It's Hines Allen now. As you're going to see Billings get worked at the top of them, just absolutely worked. I mean, why? Oh my God. Monique Billings, bro. She just got worked. But what a pass from Kaylin up to Sophie Cunningham. She's going to draw the foul. Golly. I wish Sophie could have made that. But we're going to go to the free throw line. Yo, I mean, bro, Monique Billings just got absolutely worked, bro. Tiffany Hayes, bro. Golly, bro. Sophie's going to make that first free. Caitlin Clark's still in the game. Seems about time for you to take her out, don't you think? Because that's how Stephanie's been doing it. She's been taking her out at the 6-minute mark, putting it back into the 3. Caitlin Clark is still playing. I wouldn't pull her out the game at this point because of the run she's on. So I would let her play to like the 3-minute mark of the third. And then I would probably sit her at the 2-minute mark, and then I put her back in at like the 8-minute mark in the second if I was Steph White. But we'll see what she decides to do. And you got Caitlin Chin back in the game, going over to the corner, and you got that seal there for the Valkyries. But Indiana Fever able to deny it. Caitlin Chin kicking it over to the corner, 3, and they're gonna miss that one. But the Fever are gonna come up with the ball. It's just hard for them to corral those balls, y'all. Those rebounds, man. How does that yak taste, Carter? It tastes good. As Caitlin Clark comes off on the wing there, Hans down on top of the key. Almost a steal. They're going to call foul on Maisha? What? What? Replay it. What? Yeah, she did hold the player. All right. All right. Okay. I see it. I didn't at first, but I see it. All right. 3-point game. Fever only down 3 points here, but you got to get some offensive flow going here. Good defense from the Fever. Where's the foul? Where's the foul? Bro, nobody even, bro. That's just a weak call, bro. Good defense from Lexi Hole in the baseline, and she gets the rebound. Good rebound. We're going the other way. Lexi Hole. Turn around, give it to Kaden. Top of the key, bomb from Logo. Bang! Let's go! Yeah, she's talking that talk. She's talking that talk. Yo, who was in front of her that she's talking to? Oh, they about to fight. Oh, they about to fight. Hold on. Whoa! That's what I love to see. No, she was talking that talk. She was talking that talk. Hey, replay that. Replay. I hope they replay her talking. Yes. Look at her talking that talk to Tiffany Hayes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It ain't sweet out here in these Indiana streets. It's not sweet out here in these Indiana streets. From the Logo, you bet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that the Rosalina Lee intro? You know what I'm saying? Pull it from way downtown. And she walking back up the court. She talking that talk. What are we talking about, bro? That's what I love to see. You know what I'm saying? I like it a lot. What can I say? As I just spilled my drink, but I like it a lot. I'm getting too excited. Oh my goodness, bro. This is what we pay to see. This is what we pay to see. But now I need to attend to the spill. Uno momento. Yo, I'm getting too excited. This is what happens when Carter gets too excited. He starts spilling his drink. Luckily, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin showed who's the boss. That's what I'm talking about. It's not a him, though. It's a her. But yeah, Caitlin showed her who's the boss with that bomb, bro. We're talking about two players in totally different stratospheres. Caitlin Clark and whoever the heck Tiffany Hayes is supposed to be. She's a good player, but like, bro, she talking a whole lot, bro. I'm loving that, bro. That back and forth that's what I like to see. Because like that's what creates great games. Like Stephen Curry always kind of got talked to by Pat Bev, and Steph Curry had to humble Pat Bev multiple times in his career. Like, who is Pat Bev to Steph Curry? But every single time they play, you're going to bring that out of Steph. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got to be a superstar to bring that firepower out of a superstar player. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a little problem. You see, she hit that jump from the Logo and she had words to say. She had things to get off her chest. See, I wish Caitlin Clark was mic'd up. I wish she had one of these on and I could listen to what she had to say because it was heated. Oh, I love that. She pulled that jump from the low. Don't give me a hype. About to get ready to go to war. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Lace up your boots. We about to get out there, bro. Caitlin Clark bombed that sucker, bro. She bombed that sucker, bro. She bombed that sucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Oh yeah, she talking that talk. Oh, she pointed. Oh, she pointed at her. Oh, oh, oh. You know what that? She did one of these. You know what the? Ooh. All right, here's Tiffany Hayes bringing it up the court. Let's see this matchup going forward in this game. Tiffany Hayes getting that switch on Caitlin Clark. Here's Hayes. All rip. We're already seeing it. Hayes attacking Caitlin. She's kicking it over to the corner. Caitlin chin for three, and she sinks it. Oh, and now you got Hayes guarding Clark. Here's Caitlin. Bring it up the court. Caitlin Clark. Kicking it over to Hines Allen. Almost there being a turnover, and there's going to be a foul somewhere. And Indiana Fever are going to go to the free throw line, apparently. Carter feeling it? Yeah, y'all. It must have been that yak. Apparently, it's the yak. It's got me hyped, right? No. We don't drink alcohol. As you got Hines Allen at the free throw line, shooting one, deucing, and we're gonna get another one. Why the heck is there a Cheez It logo on the floor? This pissed me off. Daggum Cheez It logo. They're not even good. Artificial flavors. You're gonna see both those free throws go down. Hey, unless they want to sponsor me one day. Digital footprint is a thing. As you got Tiffany Hayes bringing it up the court. This time, Kelsey Mitchell's playing defense. Tiffany Hayes going to come off that screen. Now you got Lexi Hull. And now, I mean, that's good defense from the Fever. Tiffany Hayes. They're going back to her. Nope. Yeah. Here we go. She's going to get down into the paint, attacking, missing that layup. They do get the offensive rebound, though. I mean, the Valkyries are killing the Fever when it comes to getting those rebounds. And Chin's now going to attack, and she's going to draw a foul and go to the free throw line. This fix to be fire, bro. It's already getting fire, bro. You know what I mean? You know? This video is going to be insane that I'm going to make, bro. It's a lot, bro. Caitlin Clark ain't no chump, bro. She ain't no chump, bro. Caitlin Clark ain't no chump, bro. As Caitlin Chin missed that first free throw, bro. The Fever get this win, bro. I'm all in, bro. Caitlin ain't no daggone chump. Say what you want. She ain't no chump, bro. As Caitlin Chin shooting the other free throw, she's going to make the second one. She goes 1 of 2. Tiffany Hayes is guarding Caitlin Clark from 95 feet. Here's Caitlin bringing it up the court. She's talking. She's talking to Caitlin. And here's Caitlin coming off the screen. Caitlin Clark now attacking Tiffany Hayes. Caitlin Clark getting into the paint. And one! Come on! Give me your necklace! Oh! Give me your chain. I smash it. Give me your neck. I'll pin you up against the wall and I take your superpowers. You are a bum to me. Oh, she stuck the tongue out. Oh, I can't lie. That was tough. You know what I'm saying? Are we watching the same game? We watching the same game? Because this is getting good. As Caitlin Clark is going to down the free throw. Hold on. They might need to take Tiffany Hayes out the game. It might get a little too heated for her. She might start trying to swing because this ain't looking too good. This ain't looking too good for Miss Hayes. And I love Stephanie White for letting Caitlin Clark rock right now. Here's Hayes against AB. Hayes going to work. Caitlin Clark now guarding the corner. They're going to go back to Hayes with 4 seconds, and there's a travel. And Caitlin Clark's pointing the other way. Ooh, this is getting good. This is getting good. Hey, they say don't poke the bear. Here's Caitlin Clark again being guarded by Miss Tiffany Hayes. Caitlin Clark coming off another screen, stepping back now on the wing. Tough three. If she makes that, it does not go down. That would have been tough. That was definitely a heat check. We're going to go the other way, though, y'all. Caitlin Clark is giving her the business, bruh. Bro. Hey, yo. Yo. And you got 2 free throws going down for the Valkyries. Miss Charles shooting these two. Makes the first one. We're gonna get another attempt, and she's gonna make the second one. So they're up 2 points against the Fever. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court once again, being guarded full court by Tiffany Hayes. Here's Caitlin Clark kicking it. What a pass down to Sophie Cunningham. Beautiful dime and one. Beautiful. She just threaded that daggum needle. What are we talking about? Who are you talking to? Call your mom to come pick you up right now. You're getting pieced up. What a move, Kayla. She just dished that sucker. What did we say earlier? Aggressive Steve Nash. What can you say? And Sophie Cunningham's going to miss the free throw. Big rebound, though, offensively by Aaliyah Boston. But there's going to be the Fever stepping out of bounds. All right. Fever up one now. Tiffany Hayes is going to get it. Fever now playing defense, pressing full court. Raven Johnson is playing against Hayes. I like that matchup. Caitlin Clark still in the game there, playing defense in the corner. Here's Hayes coming off the screen, getting down low into the paint, attacking AB. You're going to kick it out to the top of the key here. And tough bucket at the cup. She doesn't get it to go. We're going to go the way of the Indiana Fever. They're going to challenge it. Let's look at this box score right now. Caitlin Clark is putting together a game right now. 18 points, 7 assists on 3-base shooting from 3, 6 of 13 from the field. Y'all said she was what? I said she was what? Wait, hold on. +1, plus minus for Caitlin Clark, a block and a steal. Hold on. Y'all said she was what? Wait, hold on. Let's just let's scroll up. Let's just scroll up. Let's scroll up for now. Let's scroll up for now. We'll save that. We'll save it. Who touched it last? Is it Boston? I think it was definitely Aaliyah Boston to touch that one last. Yeah. Caitlin, I mean, the the Valkyries are gonna win that challenge. They said they've got 17,000 in this building. Someone said it was Hawkeyes night. So maybe that's why. 17,000 is a lot. Yeah. Last touch by Aaliyah Boston for sure. All right. Well, we're gonna stay on the side of the Valkyries. And Caitlin Clark, I believe, is going to the bench, which is I like this break for her. Let her come in at the beginning of the fourth quarter and let her just play the whole thing, probably. And you're going to see the Valkyries here, top of the key. And Hayes is going to attack Kelsey Mitchell and miss that one. Good rebound there by KK. Let's see if the Fever can put together a run here while Caitlin Clark is on the bench. Here's Raven Johnson up to Aaliyah Boston, top of the key. back over to Lexi Holt. Lexi Holt's going to come off a screen. Back to Leah Boston is wide open. She doesn't shoot the three. She's directing traffic there offensively. Here's Kelsey Mitchell attacking, and she's going to get the ball thrown out of her hands. It's going to stay in the way of the Fever. No. It's going to be a foul. So Kelsey Mitchell's going to go to the line. Farrell says Kelsey Mitchell better bring it. Yeah, it's about that time she does. Same with Leah Boston. These are max contract players. Max contract players. They need to perform like it. I mean, Caitlin Clark is obviously leaps and bounds above anybody else on this team. Period. It's not really close. Everybody can tell that Caitlin Clark is just better. But they're still max contract players, regardless of that. This is getting to be exciting as Kelsey Mitchell is going to knock down both free throws. Fever take a 3-point lead here. 2 minutes and 30 to go here in this game. We're going the way of the Valks now. Bringing it up the court is Tiffany Hayes again. She's attacking Raven Johnson. She's going to come off the screen. We're sending bodies that way, and Caitlin Chin now is going to go to her left, back to Tiffany Hayes. Good long defense by Lexi Holt. Tiffany Hayes gets a good look at the cup, and she makes that bucket. Good offense. She blows by Lexi Holt there as Raven Johnson loses the ball. I don't know what the heck Raven was trying to do there. Just not mature play there. Now we're going the way of the Valkyries, who are going to get another good look, that time from the mid-range, and they're going to miss it. Luckily for the Fever, as we're going the other way, here's Kelsey Mitchell bringing it up the court. Kelsey Mitchell going to Leah Boston. Leah Boston on the low post, going to work. Deep in her bag, down AB, turn and twist and fade and big bucket. Two maxes, no production. There's some production. Let's see it. Let's give them opportunity. Let's see it. Good bucket from Aaliyah Boston here. That was a tough bucket. We just need to see more of it. That's got to be offensive foul. No foul call. Wow. That is definitely an offensive foul. As the Fever are going to force a miss, though, we're going the way of Indiana. Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Hesitation and then the drive to the cup. She misses the layup, though. Aaliyah Boston wide open on the three-point line. Bang! There's that production. This is what we pay her for. Come on, Aaliyah. Show us what you got. Big shot from Aaliyah Boston. I need to see less hesitation from AB. Show me what you're worth. You got paid the biggest contract in WNBA history. Show me to it. Show it to me. As she gets that tough bucket hit over her in the mid-range on the other side, though. As we're going to go back the way of Indiana. Here's Raven Johnson bringing it up the court, slowing it down. 40 seconds to go here. 4-point lead for Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell getting it top of the key. They're going to call a foul on Aaliyah Boston. What happened there? They're going to call offensive foul. Oh, brother. And here's the Valks bringing it up. Burton is going to attack Raven Johnson out to the top of the key. They're going to attack, step back over Kayla Simpson, and that's just a tough bucket. Ridiculously tough bucket. 25 seconds here. 2-point game in favor of Indiana with 20 seconds to go here. Kelsey Mitchell bringing it up the court. Money Mitch, top of the key. Money Mitch. She's going to get doubled at the top of the key. She's going to kick it to the corner. Raven Johnson wide open. Sinks the triple. Bang! And they're going to call a foul on Raven Johnson on the inbound. I didn't see it. So she makes a three, and then I guess she's just playing with too much effort. Yeah, she fouls. That's a bad foul. And it's in the Valkyries to the line. Yes, it's a bad foul. Just a bad foul. But big shot. That is a rookie mistake, as the announcers are saying. I'm not gonna slander her for that one. I mean, she's just playing with intensity and effort. The energy you need. She just fouled. She got hyped. Yeah. Why'd they just give Indiana a point? It's not right. Give the point to the Valkyries, guys. Who's doing the scoreboard? Please fix that. Fix it immediately. Thank you. As they're going to go 1 of 2 from the line. Lexi Hull gets the rebound, and they're going to call foul. Now we're getting free throws for the Fever. That was a great 3-pointer, and you followed up with a dumb foul. Yeah, I mean, it was effort and intensity. She was pressing full court. She fouled, so you got to play defense without fouling. It just comes with time. But I mean, I'm not mad at her for that. That's not going to sway the momentum of the game. That might even aid the Fever's momentum. You see them getting some free throws. As Lexi Hull's still missing free throws, missing that first one. We're going to get one more attempt. Caitlin Clark's going to take a seat. I was hoping that they would do that. Get a good defensive possession. Don't want them attacking Caitlin Clark. Please make the second free throw if you're Lexi Hull. Good free throw from Lexi Hull. All right, the Valkyries are pushing all the way up the court, kicking it to the corner, wide open 3 practically. They're just going to brick it. All right, Indiana Fever won that third quarter. Big third quarter from the Fever. Caitlin Clark hooping. Aaliyah Boston ended off with some hooping. Had some big shots from players in that third quarter. It gave the Fever enough to get up 5 as you go into the fourth. I mean, just a good string together fourth quarter from everybody involved. That was just good. That was good. Mainly Caitlin Clark, but it was good from everybody. All right. Huh. All right, y'all. Going into this fourth quarter, the Indiana Fever just need to keep up this pace and intensity. We just need to keep it up and compound off of this. We need to keep it up. We need to keep it up. Yeah, I mean, the Fever, they totally worked the Valkyries in every way in that quarter. If we do it again, we win this game. Night, y'all. Bro, you going to sleep, bro? Golly, bro. You got school in the morning or something, bro? Yeah, bro, we got 1 quarter left, bro. It's a good game, bro. What you mean, night? What you doing, bro? Man, you better not go to sleep. Better stay your tail up. You ought to be ashamed of yourself talking about some night in the chat. You got to explain yourself, EBJ. You better explain yourself. You can't just be saying night in the chat like we going to sleep. What you mean by that? You ain't going to sleep. We got a quarter of good basketball left. What do you mean, night? Oh, with you, man. Piss me off in this chat now. I'm just playing. EBJ, get back here. Wrong with you, my friend? You think the Fever can keep it up? You think they can finally defeat Golden State Valkyries? It won't be easy. No, it would not be easy. It would not be easy, but I think we can do this if we just keep up the intensity and the effort. Get Caitlin Clark back in the game. Hit a bomb for the one time. That's what we want to see. What we want to see. All right. Let's get this fourth quarter going. I'm ready. Let's see no more commercial. Let's go. Let's get it started. Let's get it started here. Let's get it started. Get it started here. You know what I'm saying? I got some tunes for y'all. I might not be the greatest, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. TC needs to put up 10 more points. I'll see it happen. Hey, remember, y'all, over on that 23. How many people missed that fourth quarter? Well, that fourth quarter was insane. May not miss this one. It's going to be another good one. Looks like Caden Clark's on that bench about to come back into the game. Start this fourth. That's what it seems like. Golly, that record is insane. Game 58 for Caitlin Clark, and she's on record watch for 1K points and 500 assists. And Sue Bird did it in 82. Ian Eskew did it in 84. Golly, Caitlin Clark is just outplaying everybody and outpacing everybody. As you got Aaliyah Boss at the top of the key. And she's going to look for Caden Clark. Caden Clark got it here at the logo. I would have pulled that, but she didn't. Caden Clark kicking it down to AB. You're going to see Raven Johnson in the corner. Raven Johnson getting down low. Beautiful pass. So Leah, that's just a beautiful. I mean, you just left it wide open. Beautiful, beautiful play. Beautiful read from Caden Clark. That's why Caden Clark is out there on the floor and I'm not, because she didn't shoot that shot. She saw something better. As you're going to see, the Valkyries attack. KK is playing good defense there, interior wise. Don't step up too far, KK. As we're seeing the Fever, they're all playing up very high. I just want them to step back just a little bit because this is how you get blown by. Good defense from KK, though, keeping her hands up, and the Fever get that rebound. They corral it. Caden Clark's going to bring it up the court. The Fever up 7 here. Caden Clark attacking, calming down, kicking over. Sophie Cunningham on the baseline, bringing it out. Here's Johnson. Johnson getting a tough bucket at the cup. 9-point game. Just like that in 1 minute, the Fever are already working the Valkyries. Whoa. Whoa, that's what I love to see. Yeah. Carter, do you have kids? Why are you asking me that? I'm curious. What prompted you to ask me that question? What was it? Why? I might answer it if you tell me why you asked. They are working it, Joey. They are working it. They are, bro. This is what I like to see. I'll consider answering that question. That question that's kind of ridiculous. If you tell me why you asked me that daggum question. Carter, do you have kids? But yes, Indiana Fever are coming with that intensity. I love to see it. And the Rook getting down into the low post, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, Brad. Getting down with that little floaty, you know what I'm saying? Everybody playing on all cylinders. Just curious, thought you would be a good dad. No, I don't have kids. I don't have kids. Appreciate this that compliment. I don't have I don't have no. It's gotta be the beard, man. It's gotta be the beard, bro. Golly, bro. Carter looks like he has 3. Bro, I do not. I do not. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all ought to be ashamed. Talk about me like this in my chat. He would teach them how to drink from big bottles. Shut up, y'all. Shut up. I don't have kids. I'm not at that age where I should have kids. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to have kids at this age. It'd be a little too soon. Golly. He's sipping that yak. Yeah, bro. There's a sparkling apple cider, y'all. Is that a kid's toy behind you? That is Indiana Fever merch that somebody sent me from my comment section. Okay. The game's back on, though. Enough with the jokes. We got Veronica Burton bringing it up. We got the Fever playing defense here. You got Tiffany Hayes back in the game. She's sizing up here, Michaela Simpson. Tiffany Hayes is going to attack, and she's going to get the bump and the shot there. Tough bucket from Tiffany Hayes, and Caitlin Clark's got the ball, bringing it up the court. 7-point game here in favor of Indiana with 8 minutes to go, a lot of time. Caitlin Clark comes off that screen, kicking it down to AB. AB makes the pass over to Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham making the 1-2, Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson kicking Caitlin Clark on the wing. Deep bomb. Bang! What are we talking about? Hold on, hit him with the Green Giant. What are we talking about? Big shot from Caitlin Clark. Anything you can do, Tiffany Hayes, I can do better. Bang. Caitlin Clark working the Golden State Valkyries, absolutely destroying their hopes and dreams and aspirations. Destroying them. And here's the Valkyries turning, missing. Good rebound from Raven Johnson going over to Sophie Cunningham. Caitlin Clark, are they going to get it to her? She's calling for the ball. Give it to Caitlin. She's calling for it. Give her the daggone ball. Caitlin Clark at the logo, sizing up the defense. Caitlin Clark's trying to kick it down to Mighty Shines Allen. They took too daggone long to get the ball to her. Oh my gosh, she was calling for it, bro. She wanted that sucker. Caitlin Clark is working it. Fever up 10 there with 7:45 left to go in this game. It's going to be a turnover, though. And I think we're going to get a jump ball here. Get a ball to CC, even if she's in the parking lot. Man, give it to her in the daggone. Oh, somebody's down. It's Tiffany Hayes. Oh, no, that's not a good look. Tiffany Hayes down. Hope she's all right. She's been talking all that talk. Hope she gets up so we can see her get cooked. All love, though, y'all. All love. Tiffany Hayes goes down. How did she get hurt? What happened? Oh, the knee from Raven Johnson to the back of her head. That hurt. Hope the dreads helped a little bit there. Golly, that hurt. That hurt. I'm sorry, Tiffany. You know what hurts more? That white girl on the Indiana Fever. Okay, that was unworded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it. I'm sorry. I'm an instigator. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the problem. God, forgive me. I'm a problem child. Forgive me, Father. Basketball player was definitely basketball play, in my opinion. I don't see how they could. I don't see how they could. How they could upgrade that one. I don't think that was a hostile act, y'all. Hope Ravens knee is okay is insane, bro. Y'all stupid, bro. Y'all are stupid, bro. I agree, Brett. Not hostile at all. I'll take this break to eat some saltine crackers. These aren't even saltine crackers, actually. They're just crackers. Oh my God, what are they looking at? Yeah, I don't know what they're looking at now. Not a hostile act. I don't know what they're talking about. They're gonna call incidental contact, jump ball because there's no possession. Maybe that's what they're reviewing about. Okay. Looking for food delivery? You got to eat after the game. Trying to see who trying to bring me some. And you're gonna see that tip gonna go towards the Valkyries here, as Veronica Burden had at the top of the key here. Veronica being guarded closely by Raven Johnson. Veronica attacking. Going to her right, Raven Johnson playing defense. Good defense from Raven Johnson, and they forced the miss there. And Caitlin Clark fighting for that rebound. It's going to end up with the Valkyries, though. I mean, just more effort. They wanted that one more. As you're going to see Burden attack and just put the arm into Caitlin. You could argue that was an offensive foul, bro. Carter got childcare. Bro, watch the game. Watch the game, man. Golly. And Caitlin Clark is called for a fourth foul. Does she have 5 or 6? They foul out at 6, right? It's like the NBA. Or is it 5? I can hardly remember. I think it's 6. 6. Thank you, sir. Okay. 6. Or ma'am. I don't know. Here's Raven Johnson bringing it up the court. Raven Johnson going over to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, top of the key. Guarded closely. She's going to draw contact. I mean, they're fouling. They increased this year to 6. I see. Here's Caitlin Clark coming off a screen here. Double team. She's going to find Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham going down to Maisha Hines Allen on the low post. Maisha Hines Allen attacking. And she misses that. Just that was just a point blank layup at the cup. I mean, you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that. You got to. Veronica Burton going the other way. Now the Fever are gonna give a wide open layup. That's just a collapse. You gotta make that layup, man. Good timeout from Stephanie White. But I mean, I don't like that because like when you call it that timeout, the other team has the momentum. They go into the break thinking good about themselves. Like, well, that meant they call timeout. Like that's just you gotta make that layup, man, if you're Indiana. How she missed that bunny, man, I don't freaking know. But you gotta make it. Gotta make it. We'll see how this game ends. I mean, it's the Fever up 6 right now. It seems like they have the momentum. But I mean, the solid basketball that leagues play these days, man, you kind of never know what's gonna happen. So it'll just have to play out. But we gotta make those layups and just every possession. It's just every possession. It's not like I'm up 6 so I can afford some. It's every possession. You never know how a game's gonna end. So every possession matters and counts. Carter got those child support bills. AB still hurt from Unrivaled. Yeah, man, I know. They're asking about child support. No daggone child support payments, man. No daggone child support. Oh, Mr. Quipster with the $5. Thank you so much, King. Donating to Carter's child support. I don't have a child support check. Where'd y'all even get this from? Y'all just came up with this on your own. Y'all, that's just something y'all just decided to come up with. All right, whatever. Thank you for the $5 donation. It'll go well towards my child support payments that I don't have. 'Cause I don't have kids, and if I did have kids, I hope that I don't have to pay child support because me and the mom split up. I hope not. You're never gonna live this one down, Carter. Yeah, so I guess I just can't. If I have kids one day, I can't get a child support payment just to make sure that this isn't something that y'all can go over my head. Because what the heck? Here's Kaden Clark bringing it up, 21 and 7 for the GOAT. She's being guarded closely by Tiffany Hayes here. Caitlin Clark going to give it over to Sophie Cunningham, who pump fakes, gets down low into the paint. Easy layup at the cup for Sophie Cunningham. That's just what you need. Fever have an 8-point lead here. 6 minutes to go here. Let's just play defense. Focus on not giving the Valkyries good attempts and, doing what you can to capitalize on the offensive end. But let's just tighten up our defense. Try not to foul. Caitlin Clark's playing defense on Burden here. Burden is going to try to attack against Caitlin Clark, stepping back for the three. Oh, that's a tough bucket. That's just better offense. 5-point game, just like that. Here's Lexi Hole bringing it up the court. Lexi Hole going to get over to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is going to try to go to Caitlin Clark. Doesn't get it there. Here's Kelsey Mitchell, though, getting a mid-range jump shot. She's going to brick it. But good rebound from the Indiana Fever, kicking it out. And Sophie Cunningham, perfect shot. Perfect setup. She drills it. 8-point game. Let's just keep going. I love it a lot. Let's just keep going. Let's keep the pace up. Let's keep the intensity up. Let's get a stop defensively here. Here's Lexi Hole, guarding Veronica Burton. She dives in and she kicks it out for the three, and that's going to be a brick. Good defensive intensity from the Fever, but that seems like it's going to stay here. I think it's out on Aaliyah Boston. This what the internet do. Congratulations on your kids. Bro, I ain't got no kids. We're going to stay on the side of the Fever, though. Somehow, some way that worked out. Caitlin Clark has the ball coming off the screen here. Caitlin Clark, just a little too high there for Leah Balton, who doesn't catch it. And you got the Valkyries attacking there, and they're going to call foul there. Late foul call. Going to send the Valkyries to the free throw line. I found out I had a kid long ago at 63 years old. You never know. I know for a fact that I ain't got no kids. For a fact. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous, bro. There's definitely saying you never know to having kids is just it's a ridiculous statement. There you should know if you have kids. What kind of life are you living, man? At 63. As you got Kelsey Mitchell bringing up the court, going to AB, back to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell attacking, tough bucket, and she's gonna get the foul call. Gonna get the foul call. Gonna get the foul call and go to the free throw line. I never gave birth, so I'm sure I don't have kids. LOL. Well, if you're a girl, it's a little different. Yeah, if you haven't given birth, you literally don't know. I mean, you literally do know that you literally don't have kids, is what I'm trying to say. I guess with guys, it can be a little bit more confusing, but watch where you plant your seed. Pray to Jesus every day. You won't be having scares like that. Kelsey Mitchell is going to get 2 free throw shots. First one is sank. First one is sank. Both free throws are going to be sank for Kelsey Mitchell. 8-point lead for the Fever. Under 5 minutes to go here. Let's just string together some stops and compound and extend this lead. Here's Tiffany Hayes. Caitlin Clark playing defense on number 6 at the top of the key. She's going to attack Caitlin Clark. I mean, they're long, they're lengthy, but Fever are holding their own here. Here's Hayes kicking. They're going to drive and kick to the shooter who misses, but the Fever don't get the rebound. But good defense. They're going to lose it. We're going to go the way of Indiana. This is so tough for Indiana to corral the ball. Mr. Quipster said all we have to do is maintain and sustain, and I agree. Here's Caitlin Clark going down to AB. AB on the high post, working. Fading away, Aaliyah Boston does. She misses that one. And there's going to be a foul call on the floor. We're going to say for the Indiana Fever. What's up, Carter? Still drinking that rye and ginger out of the sparkling sour bottle. I see. Yes, I am. What's up, man? What's up? Hey, what's up, bro? Still see you wearing those whack shoes and the daggum upside down hat. That's trash. Like, you just, what's up, Carter? And then you just like, like, just saying, man. What up, bro? Still see your jump shot. Whack as that shot. What's up, bro? Still see you talking to that ugly girl. It's Caitlin Clark. It's now low into the paint, attacking the Valkyries. No foul called there. It's gonna. Whoa, that's Fever ball. That's Fever ball. Yeah, that's Fever ball. Yeah, the other ref came to the rescue there. That's Fever ball, bro. That's not even a question. It's, they have 0.7 seconds to get one up here. As Caitlin Clark throws it up, Aaliyah Boston gets something up. Yeah, it's a shot clock violation. I'm 82, two kids, 160, bro. What? Bro, y'all are, bro. Never mind. Shout out to you, Willie. Long life, man. As you got Veronica Burton on the low post, missing that one. Good rebound from Aaliyah Boston, and you're going to get it to Caitlin Clark. Yeah, they're going to call foul. That's going to be free throws, I think, because the Fever are in the bonus. Three minutes and 44 seconds. Fever up 8. A lot can happen in 4 minutes, y'all. But we just need to continue. Caitlin Clark has played a long stretch here. Lee Boston's going to get 2 free throws here. Lee Boston makes that first one. She's going to get another attempt. All right, Fever up 10 here. Valkyries with the ball. We're going over to Tiffany Hayes, who's attacking, and there's going to be a blocking foul, it's called. That's an interesting foul call by the refs there. It's going to send the Valks to the line. Tiffany Hayes makes the first one. As Hayes is going to sink both free throws, make it an 8-point game. Caitlin Clark's bringing it up the court here, y'all. Up 8, the Indiana Fever are. Here's Caitlin Clark going to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell attacking. Back to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston. She waits over to Sophie Cunningham. Kelsey Mitchell now has it on the blow by, kicking it out. Aaliyah Boston over Sophie Cunningham. Now she's going to get a good look at the cup, and she misses that layup. But good rebound from AB, who doesn't make the layup. That's just a point blank layup. You got to make it, and they're going to call a jump ball. If you're AB, you've got to get that layup, but good defensive hustle from her to get the offensive rebound. All right, we got a jump ball here between Aaliyah Boston and some player. As you got Caitlin Clark with the ball now coming off. Oh, she dodges the screen. Here's Caitlin Clark dishing it to AB on the low post. AB has the ball, kicking it over to Sophie Cunningham now to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell on the wing. Okay, she's going to size up and step back for this three. Kelsey Mitchell misses that one. Don't know if I like that look too much, but it's cool. They're going the other way, I guess. And the Valkyries are going to miss a layup at the cup. Give it to Caitlin Clark. It seems like she hasn't got up a shot in a very long time. Here's Caitlin Clark. Now she's going to attack. Slow it down. Bring it out. Come off a screen. Draw a double. AB. Free throw. Beautiful, beautiful mid-range jump shot. That's what I love to see. Fever up 10. They're winning this game. This is a win for the Indiana Fever, y'all. If they can just close it out. This is a big win. Caitlin Clark with 21 and 9. What a game. And they're going to call foul on Sophie Cunningham. Carter, who's the mom? The mom will be the wife. I'm not married. Will not be having kids anytime soon. Y'all are ridiculous. Also, I did not start this conversation. I did not. Y'all are ridiculous. As Burton is going to get both those free throws. 8-point game now in favor of Indiana with 2 minutes to go. Let's just hold on to the lead and not do anything stupid. Here's Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Can we slow it down? What is KK doing? Oh, she's trying to set a screen for Caitlin Clark. She had her back to Kelsey. And they're going to call off. What? She's literally just standing there. Challenge it. That's ridiculous. That is not a foul. That is not a foul. What? Where's the foul? The commentator saying they think they might upgrade it. What did she do? She literally like what? What? She literally the defender was running at her and she like sized up. Bro, if they upgrade this bullcrap, bro, the fact that they even were playing this, bro, is insane. The fact that the foul was called in the first place, insane. It was a screen. You never seen a screen. You know that. She gave her some shoulder, hardly any though. I mean, there was a little there, but like at the end of the game, 2 minutes to go, like you're calling that, bro. That's you could argue that's not you argue that's a no call, bro. You could argue that's a no call, bro. Like she's like up straight, like yeah, like there was a little bit of contact. Yeah, she moved a little bit. Sure, you're gonna upgrade that though. I mean, you're gonna call it. You're gonna call it. Upgrade is insane though. Hardly a foul. They're gonna upgrade it. And the announcer saying she thinks it's the right call. They're all idiots. They're all idiots. That's not an upgrade. You don't upgrade that. She hardly moved. And let's say I have an angle that I did not see. She hardly moved. Like she moved a little bit. It seemed you could argue that she braced for contact. Was the evidence clear and conclusive enough for you to make that determination? No, there was hardly anything. That's not a flagrant, bro. That's not a flagrant. What is happening? Bro, they're literally ruining the game right now, bro. They're ruining it's a 6-point game now. They're ruining the game. And then Chin's gonna get a layup. They just ruined, bro. They just ruined the momentum of this game. It's a 4-point game now. They just ruined this, bro. I can't believe this. Here's Caitlin Clark being double team top of the key, going over to AB. They called a whistle. So the Fever gonna go to the free throw. This is ridiculous, bro. Yeah, that's what they were calling everything. That is true. Before death, like yes, we knew that the refs are gonna crack down. This is. I don't think that was a flagrant foul. Period. You can call that foul. It's not flagrant. Period. But you could argue she extended a little. She didn't even extend the elbow. She hardly moved it. If AB is going to go 1 of 2 from the free throw line, man, I don't get this. We're going the other way now in favor of the Valkyries. Going to attack Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Chin will, and she'll just miss everything. Here's Caitlin Clark. Bring it the other way, though. Go ahead and put him to bed, Caitlin. Made it in 35-point game. Hit a 3. It's the end of it. Here's Caitlin Clark. It's going to be a turnover. That was just a bad read from Caitlin Clark there, and a good defensive read from the Valkyries as they're going to get a 3 in transition. Fever force a miss, but they don't get the rebound. Here's Caitlin Chin though. Caitlin Clark playing defense there on the wing, and she's going to attack and miss everything. Fever are kind of getting lucky with these trash plays, and Caitlin Clark's going to go to the free throw line now. That's going to make it a game. These are all weak calls. I'm not gonna lie. That was a weak call too. I mean, Caitlin Clark did get hit there. It's just a lot of fouls being called to end this game. They're making it to be a free throw at the end instead of like letting the teams duke it out. I don't know what's going on here. Cece's gonna miss her first free throw of the year. Definitely in her head now. And here's Caitlin Clark getting the second free throw attempt up and in. Now we're going to go the way of the Valkyries, guys. All right, we got 50 seconds left to go in this game. Caitlin Chin bringing the ball up the court. She's going to attack Caitlin Clark here. And we're going to go over to Tiffany Hayes. Good steal from Sophie Cunningham. Going to do. Here's Kelsey Mitchell bringing it up the court. They're going to foul Kelsey Mitchell. She's going to go to the free throw line. It's going to make it an 8-point game if she makes both of those. That's going to make it a game, y'all. So the Indiana Fever, it seems like, are going to be able to come up with the win despite the refs trying to cheat here at the end to get this win. I don't know what what the heck is happening. But I do know that Caitlin Clark has had a exceptional performance, been an emotional one, full of intensity and competition and that competitive nature that we love from Caitlin Clark. Tiffany Hayes tried to poke the beast, and Caitlin Clark did this. Caitlin Clark goes to the bench. Kelsey Mitchell is going to make both free throws. And as I see on my computer, I'm getting a YouTube comment notification of somebody saying, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a DEI. And it kind of ends there. What do y'all be talking about in my comment section? Like, aside from the game, what do y'all be talking about, bro? Bro, I make videos on the basketball game, bro. How did we get to DEI, bro? Anyway, anyway, that's game. Fever are up 8 points. A great comeback performance from the Indiana Fever against this Valkyries team in a game where the Valkyries started off and it just looked like they were better than the Fever in every way, just kind of walking them like dogs. And then Caitlin Clark cooked, and Caitlin Clark cooked, and that gave the Fever life, and they were able to get a win from it. So I mean, the logo bombs, the deep threes. I mean, that was game. The threading the needle with the beautiful passes. That was the game. Um, it's how the Fever were able to get this one. Money Mitchell gets a couple tough buckets at the cup, as they're showing the replays. Caitlin Clark is sitting. Yeah, the game is over, y'all. Game is over. Respect the Valkyries another year. This year after last year, they will be in the playoffs. Oh yeah, they definitely are respectable. A little too emotional. Some of their players are. That might bite them in the butt, poking Caitlin Clark bears and trying to go over and fight. Y'all are good and on the up and coming, but y'all ain't that good. Let's calm down a little bit. You got to be able to put your money where your mouth is. But they definitely are playing with that pace, and they have that size to where they're formidable. They're formidable, very formidable. As Burden now has the ball, Sylvie Cunningham's going to play defense on Burden. Burden's attacking, fading away. Tough shot. She misses it. They're going to call a foul on the floor somewhere. And that's going to send the Valkyries to the free throw line with 30 seconds left. I've seen miracles happen. Don't want anything stupid to happen here. Let's just get the win here. They're going to get two free throws up. First one is knocked down. And hit the like on your way out. Hey guys, seriously, I do appreciate all the love and support. You can hit the like button. That would be greatly appreciated for the stream. Had a good time here with you guys today. Let's just get the win. And Fever are going to call timeout here. Raven needs to stop fouling. Yeah, yeah, she is fouling a lot. I know she's a rookie, but she's definitely got to learn to play with intensity without fouling. As Ty Harris is talking to her on the sidelines right now. Yeah, listen to your vets. You got to play without fouling. No T Mac stuff. Hey, ain't nobody on that daggone Valkyries team close to what T Mac is, so I ain't worried about that. But I've seen miracles happen. Ain't nobody doing no T Mac stuff. Was it 11 points in 9 seconds, something like that, or 9 points in 11 seconds, something like that? It was ridiculous. All right, All right. Kelsey Mitchell gets it off the inbound. They're going to call foul off ball. Think Kelsey Mitchell's going to go to the line. So Kelsey Mitchell's going to get one free throw to go down, and she'll get the second one as well. Who is Carter hiring? What? Who said I was hiring anybody? What? Well, another day, another bit of confusion from the chat. Don't know what y'all are talking about. Money Mitch is going to sink them both, and they're going to maybe a reset timeout. Bro, this is the longest 30 seconds in the world, bro. Just play the daggone game, bro, please. As you got the Valkyries in the corner, tough turnaround, 3-point jump shot for the Valks. They're not going to get it to go. And Lexi Hole's going to come up with they get fouled, goes to the free throw line. That's game. That's game. Oh, politics. Oh, I get it now. We're talking about DEI and hiring. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They beat a bigger team. We did. We did. Big win. Sorry, Carter. I had too much champagne. So it was you and not me. I thought y'all were saying I had champagne. But, maybe I inspired you. Only thing is, my cup is non-alcoholic. Your bottle is your bottle obviously is. I don't condone. Anyways, good win. Indeed. Very good win for the Indiana Fever here. This just shows that they got backbone. I gotta think about what I'm gonna say in my video. Get my thoughts together because I want to present this game well. Like what the Indiana Fever did was they they pushed through the adversity and they just proved themselves. Fever are a team, a serious team. Only two losses they've had this season have been against good teams and it's been in the clutch. And Caitlin Clark has a backbone, bro. She ain't no daggum chump, bro. Caitlin Clark ain't no chump. Period, bro. Ain't no chump, bro. Say what you want about Caitlin. She ain't no chump. So big win from Indiana here in this game. 90-82 at final, y'all. I think it's about time for us to end off the stream though, so I can get to the video for you guys. Appreciate all the love here in the chat, y'all. This was a great stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. Got these daggum headphones marked in my head. But yeah, big win, y'all. Big win. Yeah, shout out to everybody who popped into the live stream. I mean, Caitlin Clark cooked. It was over under 23. She put up, was it 21 in this game? Let me check. Or was it 23? 22. So under 23. That was the poll I did in the community. So just 1 point under. 7-15 from the field, 4-9 from the three, at 5 free throws. She did end up with 6 turnovers in this game, which a lot of those came at the end. Some of those being fouls, like she had 5 fouls. Like it wasn't a bad 6 turnovers by any stretch. Aaliyah Boston had 16 rebounds in this game, so an exceptional performance from her with 20 points. I mean, she picked it up in that second half and showed you why she played well. I mean, why she's being paid. Why she's being paid is because she can do what she does. Kelsey Mitchell played all right. Sylvie Cunningham played pretty decently. Lexi Hole had put together a decent performance as well. But all in all, I mean, I think it was on the back of Caitlin Clark in this game. Shout out to Tiffany Hayes and Caitlin Chin. They were probably the best players on the court. Veronica Burton was also very good for the Valkyries, but it wasn't enough against Indiana. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Love you guys. Spend time with your kids. Kids. Fun stream. Hey, thank you, Brett. It was. Wow, first time I haven't felt like pulling my hair out and I'm completely bald. Hey, well, that's a blessing. No, no, no. It was definitely a great game. And I mean, this is the fever like proving themselves. They showed you they have a backbone. They showed you that even when it looked like they were getting dog walked early on in this game, they can adjust and they can like even though the Valkyries are playing this tough defense, they cracked it. They cracked it and they got it to work. I love that. And like I say, a lot of it was on the back of Caitlin Clark, but it was great. Thank you for your service. Hey, thank you, Farrell. Thank you, Farrell. Yo, IHOP. Hey, oh my gosh, we're still there. IHOP stuff. That's my cue. Y'all, I'm gonna get out of here and go ahead and try and make a video for y'all. So look, y'all be easy, man. Signing off. Good night, people. Peace out.